Hello everyone and welcome to episode 15 of the TEW 2020 All Japan Pro Wrestling Series here on the channel, as it is the Champion Carnival, the 1994 Champion Carnival, and we have a stacked lineup for you guys here today, as the lineup looks like this. Going into the Champion Carnival, we got Kira Taue, Doug Furnace, Gary Albright, Johnny Ace, Ken Kobashi, Mitsurama Sal, Stan Hansen, Dr. Death Steve Williams, Terry Gordy, Terry Funk, Toshaku Kawada, and Satoshi Kikuchi to round up the list here. 12 men enter, and we'll see who comes out as far as the winner. And as far as obviously you see these names here, a lot of guys have faced off against each other. As far as there's really not a whole lot of first time meetings here in this Champion Carnival. Terry Funk, though, at least getting to be a part of the Champion Carnival this time around, as he was screwed out of it last year thanks to getting injured right before the tournament started. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to see how everything plays out. Obviously, you got the four pillars in there. You have, as far as the first time without Jumbo Tsuruta, so that does suck, not having Jumbo around. But as far as, I think it's really going into this Champion Carnival, you got a lot of high-level guys, obviously, and you got, the tag champs are involved, the All-Asia tag champs are involved, and of course, the Triple Crown champion himself, Mitsurama Sawa, is involved in this Champion Carnival. So basically everybody that has a belt, besides, obviously, Junior Heavyweight Champion, involved in this, and, with this Champion Carnival, the first 6 days are going to have 4 matches, and then after day 6, it starts to have only 3 round robin matches per card all the way up until day 20, or night 20 in this case. And then we'll see what the finals are looking like. We'll take a look at the standings after 4 days, much like how we do with every round robin tournament we usually do here on the channel. Without further ado here, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this tournament on the way. We know this is going to be a long-ass episode. Yeah, they got us in a generic venue. We'll be changing next. So the first night, Taue and Terry Funk, Doug Furnace and Kenta Kobashi, Toshaku Kawada and Johnny Ace, and then Satoshi Kikuchi and Gary Albright as far as our 4 matches for the first night. So we'll take a look here. So, obviously we always love starting at Chubu. I think that's probably what we're going to go with. So we just ran the Nagoya Center. Yeah, we'll go there as far as that goes. So our main event, it's a tough one, because it really could go either way. It could really be any of those top 3 matches there, as far as Taue and Funk, could be Furnace and Ken Kobashi, could be even Kawada and Johnny Ace if we really wanted it to. I think we're going to go with a Kobashi-Doug Furnace match. I think that's, going to be a big-time match, and Ken Kobashi is going to get the win. So, as far as these two, singles-wise, they've kind of traded wins back and forth. Kobashi beat him during the New Year Giant Series last year. Then, of course, during the Champion Carnival last year, Doug Furnace got the win. And also, he beat him back in January of this year during the New Year Giant Series in a bit of a year rematch, if you will, as far as from the last time. So now they're going to be 2-2 in singles matches. So that's going 24 minutes. Then we'll go with Taue and Funk as the co-main, as Taue is going to beat Terry Funk. This might actually be a first-time matchup, though, as I said there was rarely any first-time matchups during the Champion Carnival, but this is one of them. Because obviously with Funk not being a part of last year's Champion Carnival, opens up a lot of, as far as first-time matchups. As Taue will be getting the win, though. As you see there, it's going 25 minutes. Don't mind that at all. Then we'll go with Kawada and Johnny Ace, as Toshaku Kawada will be beating Johnny Ace there. Just makes sense, as far as Kawada last year beat him, he's going to beat him this year as well. It was an 82 last time, so we'll see how that one goes. As Satoshi Kikuchi and Gary Albright, this is a first-time matchup, though, I believe, as they've never really had a singles matchup. They've faced off against each other in tag matches a couple of times, but not as far as a one-on-one matchup, and Gary Albright will be getting the win. That will be 2 points for that man. Now this is where the hard part of this tour is figuring out what I'm going to have on this undercard. As, as far as having 2 probably undercard matches and probably 2 mid-card matches, probably how we'll kind of think of the formula. Maybe even 3 undercard matches and 1 mid-card match. Just kind of all depends, really, as exclude everyone who's booked. Obviously, we don't want to book the guys that are in the Champion Carnival as well. Kind of keep an eye out for that. Do want to see a Headhunters matchup. That would be fun. Obviously, the former All Asia Tag Champs just lost the belts and looking to bounce back in a big, big way. But we'll have them take on the Inoues as kind of like a first match back. Maybe No Fear, actually. Takeo Mori and Yoshiro Takayama. That'd kind of be fun. Yeah, like 10 minutes. I'm sure we've done this a handful of times, yeah? Oh, just once. Actually, not even once, because that was a 6-man. First time. I like that. It's a nice little undercard match. So really the big thing is kind of what it is in store for our new kind of junior champion in Hayabusa. You know, as far as he is in a great spot right now. As far as what we could do with him. As far as he's got a lot of, future contenders there. A lot of, as far as guys that he could face. We could definitely build to that during this tour. It's a little early to start building. But we could have him at least being involved in a matchup here. Maybe even do, I was thinking of the Steal the Show match. I was thinking Regal. Having Regal and either Johnny Smith or even Norman Smiley. But we'll go with Johnny Smith and Steven Regal. They'll be taking on the Gladiator Titans, a Big Titan and the Gladiator Mike Awesome. This will be the mid-card match. We'll give it 14. Well, that would be a Steal the Show match, too. Johnny Smith going to beat Big Titan. Little Gaijin tag match. Nice. Now, the undercard stuff. Yeah, we'll go with, like, a, No, we'll go with the tag first. Then we'll have probably the singles match open up the show. So Satoru Sako's still getting there, as far as pop-wise. I think we're going to have Kentaro Shiga team up with a stinking Jinsei Shinzaki. And they'll take on the team of Ogawa and Fuji. We'll have Ogawa get the win. Obviously, a young lion match versus established talent. The young lion talent will be taking the fall. In the opener here, the singles match. So Hideki Osaka's really getting close. Really getting close. That's nice to see. We got, so obviously Eddie Gilbert's been pretty well, and he's a little cooled in his momentum, so maybe have him get a win over like a Timon Honda. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, we have done this a handful of times actually, so maybe not even. Well, I guess that was back in January, so I think it should be safe to do this again. So Eddie Gilbert getting the win. All right. Night 1. In the books. Let's run. I thought, there we go. So I was just, was waiting for the screen to move over. There we go. But Eddie Gilbert's going to get the win, the hot shot in 10:08. 59 for Eddie Gilbert. 38 for Timon Honda. And a 61 here for Jinsei Shinzaki and Kentaro Shiga, who have zero chemistry against Yoshinori Ogawa, Masaru Fuji. So Ogawa tapping out Kentaro Shiga. Obviously, a lot of heavy lifting there from the Fuji Ogawa team. Then a 67 for the Headhunters against No Fear. Diving leg drop on Takeo Mori. Great win for the Headhunters. And a 65 for the British Combat Club against the Gladiator Titans. This is Johnny Smith with the Death Valley Bomb over Big Titan. This was the worst guy in the match. He was really off his game, too. So that sucked. But that's okay. We'll be fine, though, I think. Yeah, the 70 here as Kikuchi and Gary Albright, they don't click. But luckily, it gets saved. So that, it could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, but Dragon Suplex hold for Gary Albright. And just under 20 minutes is in a match that goes just over 20 minutes. Tosha Kawada beating Johnny Ace, Kawada driver. Good stuff there. 20 minutes. Got the crowd hotter. It's a 66 for Towie and Funk. We're just had zero luck today with this show. Both first-time matchups have bad chemistry. At least the first one wasn't too bad, but this one, they don't click at all. As Kira Towie gets the win with a dynamic bomb in 24-34. And our main event, thank Christ, Kenta Kobashi with a 90 over Doug Furnace with a brainbuster in 24 minutes. Really saved this show. I mean, in a big, big way. God bless them. They killed it. Absolutely killed it. And 88 will gladly take that. On to the second night we go. Alrighty, night 2. As we got Doug Furnace, Terry Gordy, Gary Albright, and Terry Funk, Kenta Kobashi and Stan Hansen, Masawa, and Dr. Death. Boy, oh boy, what a card that is. And that is crazy. Obviously, the main's going to be Masawa and Dr. Death, and Kobashi and Hansen will be the co-main. And yeah, just kind of work our way down as far as in reverse order here. From the bottom to the top is kind of how the card is going to look like. I don't know why I clicked on that one, but that's okay. We just took the scenic route to get here. As, yeah, we'll probably go Osaka here. So this is a pretty nice card. Would like to run like a, pretty big place. So yeah, Doc and Masawa. Masawa's going to get the win here, just under the 30-minute mark. And, of course, these two, as far as, Masawa and Doc, they had their first encounter last year during the Champion Carnival as far as singles matches goes. Then, Masawa and Doc had a Triple Crown title matchup a little bit after that during the Superpower Series, which is unique to think that from April to May, that happened so quickly, but obviously it was because of the All Japan Tag Team title matchup when Doc pinned Masawa during that title matchup. But, yeah, I mean, I think this is a fun little match. Anytime, Doc or Masawa are in there, it should be a banger. Then Kobashi and Stan Hansen in the co-main. And Stan Hansen will be beating Kenta Kobashi here. So, they've had... Yeah, let's say they've had the one match last year during the Champion Carnival, which Stan Hansen won. He's going to win again here against Kenta Kobashi, which Kobashi just had a huge win over Doug Furnace in the main event. So, kind of a little bit of fatigue, going back-to-back nights. You just get caught sometimes, especially against someone so tough like Stan Hansen is. Gary Albright, Terry Funk, which I love this match. Gary Albright's going to get the win, though. I believe this is a first-time singles match meeting, yeah. Which will be a lot of first-time meetings, of course, with Funk. And then Doug Furnace, Terry Gordy, a match that happened last year, I thought, but I don't think Terry Gordy was in it. Yeah, he was not. Yeah, that's right. But they've traded wins back and forth, though, as far as in 1992 and 93. So going into this one-win tie for each man. So the tiebreaker goes to Doug Furnace here as far as in the save. And, yeah, I think that's a great run of matches, though, for sure. As far as, I'd like to see a six-man somewhere on this card. That would be nice. I was thinking maybe Headhunters with either Kabuki or, something like that. Not a bad idea, as far as that goes. Maybe even, maybe even something like, Chris Candido, Eddie Gilbert, and Spivey, something like that. Kind of see what they could do as a six-man team. Just kind of spitballing. But we'll go with that Kabuki Headhunters team, though. On one side. And then for the other side, we'll go with the Takano brothers. Or I guess Takano and Shinichi Takano, rather. It's George and Shinichi. And then we'll go with... we could go with the Fantastics, actually. That'd probably make a little bit more sense. Go with Bobby, Jackie, and Tommy Rogers. This will be the Steal of the Show match, as Great Kabuki's going to take the fall here to Tommy Rogers. There we go. Should be a nice little Steal of the Show match. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Something's going on here, because it should not be yellowish. Uchi used too much. I'm assuming he's got the main. He does not. He must have this match. Yep. There we go. We'll just kind of keep an eye on that. So obviously we got a couple more matches to add. As for the singles matchup, we'll kind of thinking ahead here a little bit, but you know, Jun Akiyama could really use a nice showcase little matchup for him. I'm thinking him and Dean Malenko, that'd be pretty fun. Fuck yeah. Dean Malenko, of course, gonna get the win. Nice. I was thinking either having Dory and Joe team up. As far as they could take on the British Combat Club. Could have them take on even Joel Deeds and Billy Black. Yeah, we got, we can even use Spivey and Candido. I don't mind that. Maybe an Ultimo Dragon Super Astro. That's not a bad idea either. As I will have Joe Malenko get the win. He's going to beat Super Astro. It's a really good match, though. It's going to be pretty good. So we'll have another singles match. As we got... So yeah, I mean, Hosaka, again, it has been really tremendous. Maybe him and Billy Black. It's not a bad call. Have Hosaka get the win. Yeah, I mean, we're going to risk it. I think this is worth the risk for sure, and we'll see what happens. Yep, 39. Just barely missed out on it. Billy Black did outperform him by a good bit. So we're trying to make a guy in Hideki Hosaka. Probably the wrong decision now. Well, we'll get it back, though. Yeah, sure, it's a poor way to start off the show and all that, but yeah, I mean, you see Dean and Jun Akiyama did just fine. They have the 71 as Dean Malenko with a Texas Cloverleaf win in 10:06. So you got a 77. That's good stuff there. 67 for the Bobby Fulton. We'll just say the Fantastic. The Fantastic against Kabuki and the Headhunters. Tom Rogers, the Tommy Knocker in 12:17. Headhunters did their part. Fantastics did their part. Just, Kabuki with 45. We figured so, though. We were ready for that. 71, though, for Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro against Joe Malenko and Dory Funk Jr., which Joe Malenko does get the win with the Tiger Driver. Obviously, the wrong team wins. We knew they had excellent chemistry boost for the Ultimo Dragon Super Astro team was going to be putting them in the right direction as far as putting them over the top, but goddamn, it's still crazy. Still crazy to see that as Doug Furnace beating Terry Gordy with a Frankensteiner in 21-17. That will be his first win of the tournament so far. So he outperformed him, got the right decision there. 78 for Gary Albright and Terry Funk, as Gary Albright gets the win with the Dragon Suplex hold in 2011. It's a great win for him. It's an 86 for Kobashi and Kikuchi. They have great chemistry, and it works out really, really well. It's a hell of a co-main with an 86, as Stan Hansen gets the win with the Lariat in 22-26. And our main event's a 79. What a win for Doc, and what a... not a win for Doc, but what a great performance from Doc, as Masawa with a 75. I'm assuming that's morale issues, is why he did so bad. Yeah. But Doc, though, with an 85, though, that's still tremendous. But it's a great win for Masawa with the Emerald Flosion in 28-58. Tough break there. But, I mean, hell of a match with Kobashi and Stan Hansen, though. That was great. That was great to see. As on to night 3 we go. We'll try to fix Masao's morale and kind of see how everybody's doing as far as morale-wise before we go into the third night, because I don't want Masao and company to really be having off matches during this Champion Carnival. We want to make it the best tour that we can. Because it is, it's the biggest tour of the year. We try to make it as such, so we'll just try to fix that. Alrighty, night 3, as we are going to change how we're going to, as far as showing the standings. Instead of the first 4 nights, we're going to show it after the 8th night. just because I think that's a great starting point to show the standings, and then we'll look after 12 and then night 16, and obviously then we'll start showing it a little bit more and more. So we get to the end. Just feel like that's for the best. As what a night we have here, though. Masawa Kawada. Obviously, that's the main. Talway and Albright could be a good co-main. Could even be Doc and Furnace. I mean, that you could go really either way with that. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be crazy. That's definitely going to be crazy. Backstage incident for Jun Akiyama. He helped create a fun and relaxed atmosphere backstage after finding a discarded karaoke machine and starting an impromptu pre-show competition. His melodies of power ballads apparently stole the shot. Way to go, Jun Akiyama. What a savage. As, yeah, we'll run Kyushu. Might as well, since we're right here. Even though we are going to have a Kawada Masawa main. And, how about that? Toshak Kawada beats Mitsuha Masawa for the first time, not only in this save, but in his career. So, funny enough, the real 1994 champion Carnival, Kawada did beat Masawa, but it was because Masawa got hurt during the tournament and had to vacate. Well, not vacate, forfeit, rather, the rest of the tournament. So he won by forfeit. That was the first time he beat him, technically, as far as in the record book. And to kind of change that a little bit, to have him win here, actually pinning him, I feel like it makes sense. It's been 2 years in the making as far as in this save, and then in real life, it's been about 4, around there. As far as if you want to go back to when Kawada was a young lion, and Masawa was obviously a little bit more in the game, so he kept on beating him because he's the older guy. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure that's going to be fantastic, though. Then having, I think a Doug Furnace co-main makes a lot of sense here. I know Towing Albright is very intriguing, but I just feel like Doc and Furnace should be the co-main, and Doc is going to get the win over Doug Furnace. Toway, Gary Albright, as Gary Albright's going to beat Toway. So Toway beat him last year, so just a little redemption for Gary Albright. Then Kikuchi and Terry Gordy. Terry Gordy's going to beat Soji Kikuchi. That's his first win of the tournament. Oh, we don't have a steel show match. Okay, I was like, something's up. As for this card, yeah, I think another 6-man's in order. And I think we're going to go with the British Combat Club. Sick. As they'll take on the team of... Yeah, let's go with the Malenko brothers and Dory. Really like this match. It's a fun little match. Never done it before. And we're going to have Regal beat Dory Funk Jr., actually. Help elevate Regal. Help him out a little bit. He's about to complain about it. But he had to change your heart after noticing the intimidating sight of Steven Regal. Crack his knuckles and glaring. We'll go with a couple of tags and probably a singles match as the opener. So, first tag match. We will go with the Satoru Osaka, Hideki Osaka team. And we'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with the Inoue's. So, Inoue, Mighty Inoue. Not the greatest match in the world. Hideki Osaka will be getting another win, as he's going to beat Masaya Inoue. Oh, that was weird. Oh, anyways, the ref. We'll probably push that down maybe a little bit, depending on how the rest of this card kind of plays out, which we should have a pretty good match, though. Because I think we're going to have a Super Astro Ultimate Dragon teaming again. As they'll take on the team. Yeah, Firecat Hayabusa. Yeah, obviously they've traded matches back and forth. Traded wins back and forth too. As we'll have Super Astro beat Firecat. It's a really good match. Really, really good match. Yeah, we'll have him slow build it. And that will leave the opener to be Yuji Nagata versus... Yeah, we've done the Yuji Nagata Taz match a couple of times. I mean, Kaka Kobayashi's not a bad idea. Yeah, you know, Gilbert's not a bad call either. Neither's Candido, really. Spivey, Cactus Jack. Yeah, we'll go with Cactus. I'm sure we've done this before. Yep, back in December. Cactus gonna get the win. Alright. Let's end the show. It's Cactus Jack beating Yuji Nagata. That's 58. It's not bad. Not at all. Double arm DDT for Cactus Jack in 10-15. Oof. Should open up the show. As Hideki Ozaka and Satoru Asaka beating the Inoues. Yeah, just a whole lot of shit. 75, though, for Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro against Hayabusa and Firecat. Good little tag match. Good little tag match. 72 for the Steal the Show matchup. First Combat Club and Dory Funk Jr., the Malenko Brothers. Steven Regal pinning Dory Funk Jr. Yeah, I mean, Dory kind of understands what's going on. You know, he's putting guys over now. It's time. Yeah, 1994, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, we gotta have him lose to people. British Combat Club doing very well, though, for themselves. 78 for the first matchup of the Champion Carnival of this night. As Terry Gordy getting the win. The backtrap driver of Yoshiki Kikuchi. 1953. Or 1935, rather. It's dyslexia. Popping up as Gary Albright defeating Kiritawe. The belly-to-belly suplex. It's 27-33. Could have went either way, obviously. It's pretty close. Taue did outperform that match. And the 78 for Doc and Doug Furnace. As Doc with 79, 76 for Doug Furnace. Doc gets the win with the Doctor Bomb in 26-43. Got the crowd hotter as well as on 90 for Toshiaki Kawada and Mitsuo Amasawa. This Kawada, not even with anything crazy. It was the Kawada crab. They got the win in 29-28. He definitely gonzo bombed him straight to hell. That's a finish. As sick, though. Awesome to see Kawada get his first win over Masawa. A long time coming. Long time coming indeed. So on to night 4 we go. As, you know, we're really getting to the thick of it. As far as even early on. Just, you know, a couple nights in, we've had some big-time matches. The Kobashi Stan Hansen match was huge. Doc and Masawa was huge. And, you know, obviously now with Kawada and Masawa, another big-time match. We've had a couple of bangers already. We'll see what the rest of the tournament has in store for us. Alrighty, day 4. As, we got a backstage incident. Story Funk Jr. Oh, he won to put up a Cactus Jack. Hell yeah. Yeah, we can make that happen. Fuck yeah, Dory Funk Jr. Alright, so, our card for this show. This is also another great card. You know, we got Taue and Dr. Death, Johnny Ace and Terry Funk, Kenta Kobashi and Toshiaki Kawada, which is pretty fucking awesome, and Masawa and Stan Hansen. Out of principle, you know, the Masawa-Hansen match will be the main, but fuck, that Kobashi-Kawada match should have been the main event. But that's crazy. That's a crazy card. And, you know, we'll probably be in Tokyo for this one. I think this definitely deserves it. Kind of well on Korakuen, but I think we should probably run either the Komazawa Gym. Yeah, probably the Komazawa Gym. Oh boy, the business is failing. Oh god, that's rough. We're gonna keep it afloat as Masawa and Stan Hansen, of course, the main. And it will be a time limit draw. It's going 30 each way. So, really, with these two, obviously, you know, Hansen beat them last year during the Champion Carnival. And of course, you know, Masawa retained. And also, that was the finals, too. So, at least gives it something a little different to where we don't have Hansen win, but also keeps, you know, Masawa strong. So, I just feel like that's for the best there. And the co-main, Kobashi, Kawada. Can Kawada, bounce back after a huge win over over Masawa? And he does. He's going to sweep both Masawa and Kobashi. That is a huge 1-2 win for him, especially back-to-back nights. Now, it does benefit from, night 3 was on Thursday, so he got Friday off. So I think that really helped him out there as far as, just really, more psychology-wise kind of getting into it. From that perspective. But Taue and Dr. Death, the next one, Dr. Death's going to get the win over Taue. Should be a pretty good match. They've had a couple of matches before. Taue beat them during the Champion Carnival last year. We'll see how they do this year. That's the only time they've had a singles match. Of course, Doc and Gary Albright of Miracle Vines Alliance have had their fair share of matches against Taue and now, Kawada and even Taue and Jumbo for the past couple of years of the save. Then Terry Funk, Johnny Ace. Terry's going to beat Johnny Ace. I believe that's Terry's first points, if I am remembering correctly. I believe that is. So that's huge for Terry Funk. He needs it. He needs it for sure. So, with Cactus being able to put over, as far as putting over Cactus with Dory Funk Jr., that's an interesting predicament, because really the only time that match can make sense is during a singles match, because really a tag, I'm not really sure what I would have Cactus team with, but maybe we'll think of something. We'll think of something, I'm sure. Trying to think what, because we just did Hayabusa and Firecat. Just kind of curious what else we can do. Because they just beat, Fuchi in his first defense. Yeah, I do think, the Ultimate Dragon matchup makes sense. So maybe do a 6-man for this champion card. Because I want to make this card awesome, and I think that would really be a pretty awesome match. Yeah, let's add Firecat, Hayabusa, Ultimate Dragon, Super Astro on this side. This is where it gets interesting. It's kind of who goes to which side. We could throw Young Lions in there. We could throw maybe Eddie Gilbert on one side and the Gaijin on the other. Yeah, we could throw Eddie Guerrero on this Firecat Hayabusa side, and yeah, I guess we could throw Eddie Gilbert on this side as well. It's not the greatest. Not the greatest of alliances here, but it'll work for now. As well, Ultimate Dragon beat Hayabusa. Very unfortunate, but builds it up a little bit more. That would be a Steal the Show match too. Go with a regular tag now. Yeah, Joel Deaton and Billy Black's always a good shout. We did have them beat Hosaka. As far as Hosaka beat Billy Black, we could have Hosaka and Asako lose in a tag match to them. Not a bad idea. I know we've kind of been building them up a little bit, but even sometimes you could get built up even with a loss. They don't have to go on a crazy win streak. Yeah, probably shouldn't do all out. 2 more matches now. As far as I think we're gonna go with 2 singles. Go with 6-man, a tag, and 2 singles. I like that. Like it as well. Baba in one of the matches. Thinking of having Taz beat him. Yeah, I was thinking that could be a fin, or even Cactus getting a win. That'd be fun, helping out Cactus Jack. Yeah, I think Cactus. Nah. Let's, damn. I'm torn. I'm torn here. Yeah, let's, No, I think a Cactus Jack and Baba match is fine. We'll have Cactus get a win. Oh, yeah. I believe 6 minutes for Baba. And then the opener, which we'll have to change the length of this show, looks like. Because unless this is a 2-minute squash. I'm trying to think which young lion. Oh, Masato Naka is probably the one young lion we haven't used since the start of this tour. Yeah, it's a Spivey. That works for me. Spivey and Tanaka. Sick. Change it to nice 230. And we should be good to go. Yep, we are good to go. Night 4. As Dan Spivey beating Masato Naka with a Spivey Spike in 10:06. 54. Cactus Jack and Giant Baba. Yeah, probably should add that match be below it, but that's okay. Double arm DDT for Cactus Jack. 60 for Gerald Eaton and Billy Black against Satoru Osako and Hideki Osaka. So Satoru Osaka was on the same level as the Gerald Eaton Billy Black team. Just Osaka's got to get there a little bit. 73 for Eddie Gilbert with Ultimate Dragon and Super Astro against Eddie Guerrero, Firecat, and Hayabusa's Ultimate Dragon tapping out Hayabusa with the Dragon Sleeper. Little build up there before their Junior Heavyweight title matchup. The 76 for Terry Funk and Johnny Ace. It's Terry Funk with the pile driver over Johnny Ace in 1941. Good little match. It's an 89 for Dr. Death and Kira Taue. It's Doc with a Dr. Bomb in 26-26. He's had a great shape in Carnival so far. It's an 82 for Kawada and Kobashi. As Kawada with the Kawada Crab again in 29 minutes. Hilarious. And the main event of 90 as Misawa and Stan Hansen go the distance. 30 minutes, 1 point for each man. Misawa's morale's back to where it needs to be, so that's a nice 90 there. And yeah, I mean, that's a great little night of action. I'll gladly take that. It's on to night 5 we go. Alrighty, in night 5, as we have Taue, Johnny Ace, Kendo Kobashi, Dr. Death, Stan Hansen, Seiyoshi Kikuchi, and then Terry Gordy and Mitsuha Misawa. As, yeah, I mean, that's a great opportunity for Terry Gordy there. Kobashi and Doc should be awesome. Excited to see how it plays out, as, of course, we just ran Kanto, and we ran Chubu. I think we're now having to go, oh yes, to the Dream Mees, which is crazy, because that's where we ran last year at this same night. Well, I can go with the Sendai Sun Plaza if we want to go a little bit extra, which we probably should, since it's the same price. So, yeah, I mean, Misawa, he is the Triple Crown champ. We probably should have that go on last, as he's going to beat Terry Gordy. So 2 points for the champ. But Kobashi and Doc is pretty awesome. And Kobashi is going to beat Dr. Death. So that's Doc's first loss, I believe. As, no, he's lost to Misawa. That's right already. So he loses to both Misawa and Kobashi here. But, this is still awesome, though. This is a hell of a match. And, I'm super excited to see how that plays out. Should be the main event, but traditions be damned, probably. We should probably just have... Yeah, we'll probably do that, actually. But then Taue and Johnny Ace will go here. As Taue will win against Johnny Ace. This will be a steal the show matchup because they don't have any great chemistry with each other. And Hansen and Kikuchi. Next matchup, which Stan Hansen is going to be Kikuchi in 20 minutes. Yeah, well, let's have Kobashi and Doc main event. Why not? Fuck it. So, we'll go with a tag. See what we get here. Headhunters, again, we've been kind of slowly building them back up. Yeah, let's give them Gerald Eaton and Billy Black. Since they just beat the team, might as well. Let's go to Headhunter B. They've had, a couple of matches, but not any in 1994. Let's go with another tag. Yeah, let's go Satoru Sako, Deki Ozaka against the Fantastics. Go with Jackie and Bobby. Yeah, we'll have Jackie's gonna put over Satoru Sako here, which would be huge. It's gonna be a huge win for him. He could use it. Giving him a good bit of time too, 16 minutes. That was the notes from last episode. Luckily, nothing was given away there after the accidental click. Let's go with the 6-man. And I kind of want to feature a good bit of the Young Lions here, or at least like a Young Lion team as Jinsei and Tanaka. Yeah, Yuji Nagata too. Against the team of... So we got the British Combat Club, got the Malenko brothers with Dory, which not a bad idea. I think that's what we'll do. A lot of guys could use a win. We'll go with Dory, though. Doesn't really matter who takes the fall there in that matchup. And for the opener here, we really, you know, as far as the... Jun Akiyama could probably beat somebody, should probably beat somebody. I think we're having beat Timon Honda, actually. Or, maybe Jun Izumida, since we haven't used Jun Izumida yet. Let's actually go with a tag. Let's go with Izumida and Kabuki. Then Kunaki Kobayashi and Jun Akiyama to help this match out a little bit. So we'll have Uncle June get the win. June over June. Nice. Alright. Let's run the show. 45 for the opener. Jun Akiyama, the best guy in the match. They don't click, though, him and Kunaki Kobayashi. Unfortunate. As Jun Akiyama getting the win with the wrist clutch. Death Valley driver, though, over Jun Izumida. 60. For the next matchup, the Malenko brothers, really, I mean, specifically Dean, I mean, he's putting a lot of the heavy lifting there. And, yeah, I mean, Tori Funk Jr. with a 62-52 for Joe Malenko, 40 for Masato Tanaka, and then 38s for Nagata and Jinsei Shinzaki, 62 for the Fantastics against Hideki Osaka and Satoru Sako. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to put over Osako and Hosaka. Try to elevate them. There's a 9-point difference, so I guess it wasn't too crazy. 70, though, for the next matchup was the Headhunters beating Geraldine and Billy Black. Diving leg drop from the Headhunter B there, getting the win, 15-57. 92 for Stan Hansen and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi, as they had great chemistry in the singles matches. Here I was just thinking, like, yeah, Hansen's going to beat him, but didn't think it would be that good, and it was very good. Big win there for Stan Hansen to Lariat in 1950. 72 for Taue and Johnny Ace, obviously bringing this down a little bit, but still got the crowd buzzing. And another 72, as they don't click either, in Terry Gordy and Masawa. Thank God we didn't have this be the main event. It's Masawa getting the win with the Tiger Driver in 26 minutes. The main event's in 87 as Kenta Kobashi with the Brainbuster in 28-11 over Dr. Death Steve Williams. It's a big win. Big win, and that's a, I mean, hell of a night there. Couple of big-time matches. We'll gladly take that. It's on to night 6 we go. Alrighty, night 6, of course, it's the last night of the 4 Champion Carnival matches happening. So yeah, this was the night we ran the Budokan. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. But, I mean, we still have, I think, room to run something kind of along those lines here with Hansen and Kawada as a main. Let's get a backstage incidents as Dean Malenko right in the move backstage after doing several funny cartoon drawings of his colleagues. And then Hayabusa was brought for a wrestler's court accused of making a mess backstage and then cleaning it up, but knowing everyone else. So the judge, Stan Hansen, found him guilty and sentenced to clean up and then buy drinks for him after the show. Alrighty. As, yeah, I mean, we could probably run Budokan and it'd be really no problem. I think a handsome Kawada main, I think it could, sell out in a Pong Budokan crowd. Obviously it will, but I think it should deliver in a big way. State Answer's going to be Kawada too. That's a huge win. They have traded as far as a couple of matches back and forth. Oh, just the one singles match. I could have swore they had another one. But Kawada beat him last year during the Champion Carnival. That should be a banger of a matchup. Co-main's going to be interesting because it's probably going to be Furnace and Albright, which is a good match, but I don't think it's good enough to really co-main on a big stage like this. But Doug Furnace is going to get the win over Gary Albright. Then we'll do probably Johnny Ace and Terry Gordy, as Johnny Ace is going to get the win. That's his first win of the tournament, I believe, as he's going to beat Terry Gordy. Then Kikuchi and Terry Funk, rather, as Terry Funk's going to beat Kikuchi. Second win of the tournament. Now for the rest of the card, we want to put together a pretty good undercard here. I'm going to go with an 8-man. Think we got the guys for this big-ass 8-man. So we've got the Gladiator Titans on one side with, trying to think who would be the perfect guy for this. Let's throw Cactus on this side. Might just go with a 6-man here. Because I do like the Gladiator Titans with Cactus Jack. Yeah, I think we're going to go with, I think this is going to be the match where Dory puts him over. Go with the Malenkos. Dory Funk Jr. Yeah, we'll give him a good bit of time too. 20 minutes, Cactus over Dory. Should be a pretty good match. Thanks to Dean Malenko specifically. Now we'll do the Steal the Show match, if we can. As far as Hayabusa, Firecat, so Jinsei Shinzaki in there, and trying to think what other junior we could use. Well, actually, we could even go with like a Satoru Osaka, Hideki Osaka. Then we'll use Ultimo and Astro, and here we'll go Candido. I was thinking Candido and Gilbert, but I'm not sure. Yeah, let's do it. This will be the Steal the Show match. Yeah, we'll get 14. As we'll have Hayabusa beat Candido. Actually, let's have him beat Super Astro. Make it a little personal. Hopefully nobody gets hurt in that matchup. Specifically Hayabusa. That would suck. Rest of the card. As we haven't really used Fuchino Gawa in a hot minute. About a week. Let's go with, trying to think of the Fantastics, maybe. Go Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers. It's another good match. As well, Fuchi get the win over Rogers. Bump that match up. This is now going to be right after the opener. Let's go with the singles. How closer again, to man, he's getting closer and closer. And experience, still 23. Gotta get it to 25, damn it. I do a Taz Norman Smiley match. That'd be fun. This is back in 92. So Norman get the win. Interesting card. You know, there's really no slacker on this card. We put together a pretty good card. So what we get as an opener. This is 66 for Norman Smiley. Getting the win with the Norman Conquest in 1619. 78 for the Steal the Show matchup. As, yeah, I mean, Ultimate Dragon, 85. Tremendous there. High Boost with the 73. 72 for Super Astro. Eddie Gilbert with the 65. And, yeah, I mean, then you got Firecracker with the 62. I mean, really, this is really, really good for the guys involved in this. And Junior Division, I mean, we probably got enough to run like a Super Junior tournament at this rate. It's awesome. I boosted with the Falcon Arrow over Super Astro in 1333. 76 for Fuchi and Ogawa over the Fantastics. It's Fuchi pinning Tommy Rogers with the backdrop suplex. Fuchi with an 84. 76 for Ogawa, and then 62 and 68 for the Fantastics. 77 for Cactus Jack with the Gladiator Titans against Dory and the Malenko brothers. Yeah, Dean with an 88 as Cactus Jack with double arm DT in 2011. Good little match there. 90 for Kikuchi and Funk. Terry Funk with a great win there, the spinning toe hold in 1955. On to an 83 with Johnny Ace and Terry Gordy. Yep, probably should have had Funk and Kikuchi be the next match instead of Ace and Gordy, but that's okay. It's Ace Crusher for Johnny Ace, 20 minutes. 84 for Doug Furnace and Gary Albright. Doug Furnace with Frankensteiner, 23-12. Doug Furnace's injury still affecting him, but big win though for Doug Furnace. Main event of 91. Wow, the announcing could have been better, and deserved better color commentary. But other than that, 297s, they have good chemistry and could have won either way, but give it up to Stan Hansen there. Great match. Should have been a little bit better, though. Didn't change any pop or anything. That's tough when you get a 90 and it's not enough. But that's the way it goes. It's the way she goes. So yeah, we're going to put over Stan and Kawada for sure. And Terry Funk for his match performance with Tsuyoshi Kikuchi. Kikuchi's been involved in some great matches so far. Not bad at all. So yeah, we just got 2 more nights left before we look at the standings. But, you know, we've kind of talked about kind of the big time matches as far as who's got so many wins over this person, that person. I mean, I think hopefully a lot of people have a pretty good idea on who's at the top of the leaderboard and who's at the bottom. But, yeah, I mean, so far, we've had a great Champion Carnival. Couldn't ask for anything better. No one's been hurt or anything like that. So we just keep rolling on to night 7. Alrighty, night 7, the first 3-night show, and what a night we have here, as we got the tag champs colliding here, the Holy Demon Army coming together. It's Taue against Kawada, that's probably the main, and then probably Kobashi and Gordy, and Johnny Ace and Kikuchi, round it up. As, yeah, I mean, I guess that will leave either the... Yeah, we'll probably go here, the Nakajima Sports Center. Oh, we got a backstage entrance. Completely missed that. Got a couple. Fuchi. Turned up wasted on painkillers, and was sent home. He was in no condition to work. Well, that's fun. We will find him. And Taz brought forward Russell's court, accused of moaning about stuff all the time, just bumming everyone else out, being a Debbie Downer. Stan Hansen, the judge, found him guilty and sends him to shut up or cheer up and then buy drinks for everyone after the show. I can't believe that. Fuchi, I mean, you fuck. I know it's a rough tour, but Christ, you know, you have to show up on painkillers. Don't you know to save that shit for after the show? It's Taue and Kawada. Our main event. And Taue's going to beat Kawada. So Taue's been on a pretty incredible run. He's so far hasn't lost yet. He's beaten Albright. He's beaten Johnny Ace, Terry Funk, and now he beats Toshi Kawada here in a huge win. I mean, that's 8 straight points right there. And, you know, we're only 7 nights in. So he's starting off hot. Yeah. The big giant is someone to watch out for. And then Kobashi and Gordy as the co-main, and Kobashi's going to beat him. It's Johnny Ace over Kikuchi there, I'm assuming. JK? Kikuchi's beating him. That's probably the right decision. That's Kikuchi's first points anyways. And so, yeah, now we have to add 5 undercard matches. So I guess we'll have 2 mid-cards and then 3 undercard matches. Let's see what we got as far as tag. I think we're going with a Spivey Gilbert match. Yeah, we'll go Johnny Smith and Regal. As we'll have Johnny Smith beat Dan Spivey. Huge win. Huge win for Johnny Smith. Think what else? Maybe a singles? We'll go with a tag. 6-man, to be exact. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to start kind of booking maybe the guys that are involved in the tournament now in some of these undercard matches. It's not a bad idea, at least. But for now, we'll try to keep rolling as Joel Deed and Billy Black with let's see here. I think it would be the perfect guy for this, to be that third guy. Not really feeling it. I think we're going to go with a George, Shinichi Nakano, and then Kranky Kobayashi matchup. As they're going to take on the the team. You know, the Fantastics are always a good shout, because they could use a win, still, because most of them, I think all of them but Bobby, yeah, don't have any warm momentum. Yeah, I'll give him 16 as well. Yeah, we'll have Jackie get a win here. Jackie can beat... Yeah, he can beat Shinichi Nakano, I guess. It works out. So we need Steal the Show match and then a couple of undercard matches. Yeah, let's go with Hosaka and Asako. So I'll take on the team Takeo Mori and Yoshiro Takayama. So, you know, it's probably not going to go well. But we got to give it a shot. Takayama's going to lose to Osaka. Ooh, I mean, we know that's probably not going to go well. But we got to put, yeah, I got faith in the rest of the card here. As Jun Akiyama's going to beat Kentaro Shiga. Get him another win over a young lion. And we'll have an established guy over a young lion in the match above it. Just trying to think if we should have Nagata lose or Masao Tanaka lose. Maybe even Jinsei. A lot of different options. The Mononda's there. Yeah, we'll go with the Mononda. Let's see. Who's it gonna be? Be Cactus. Which, you know, we just did that, if I remember. Ogawa's not a bad option. I think we'll go with Ogawa. Yeah, we did this in November. Alrighty. That is night 7. Run the show with 34 for Jun Akiyama and Katori Shiga. Jun Akiyama is still in the 50s, doing well there, but just gotta get him some experience and some wins. He gets the win with the wrist clutch exploder, though. 60 for Ogawa and Damonada. So Ogawa gets the win at 9:44. Yep. But that's okay, though. That is alright. Satoru Ozaka with a 51. 48 for Deki Ozaka. Takeo Mori with a 43. Takayama's about to go fight an MMA fight. So he's going to be leaving for training in about a month. So we're basically just having him lose all the time we can before he's gone. 59. The 6th man of George Kano, Shinichi Nakano, and Gaki Kobayashi against the Fantastics. The Fantastics getting the win as Jackie with a fantastic flip over Shinichi Nakano. 66 for Spivey and Gilbert against Regal and Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith with Death Valley Bomb over Dan Spivey. Good little tag match here. Good little tag match. 69 for Johnny Ace and Kikuchi. Kikuchi getting the win at 19:47. 76 for Terry Gordy and Kenta Kobashi. Kobashi with the Orange Crush in 21 minutes. Then our main event at 82, Taue beating Kawada with a dynamic bomb in a huge upset. They have good chemistry, though, of course. And yeah, just Taue keeping it rolling. 4 straight wins. We'll take it. Obviously, it being a tour show, we can kind of get away with not having such a great card. We really leaned into it with having the match with no one with over like 40 pop, a seal the show match, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta roll the dice. As on to day 8 we go, night 8, and after night 8 we'll take a look at the standings. Alrighty, night 8, as Doug Furnace, Terry Funk, Gary Bright Masawa, and Stan Hansen, Dr. Death. Man, that's a great one too there, and even the Furnace and Terry Funk match is really good. Let's see how it all plays out here, as that should mean that the Hiroshima's Unblast is the only place left. Yes. So, won't be a sellout, or any, really not even close to a sellout, but it'll work out. So yeah, Gary Albright Masawa will be the main, which Masawa's going to beat Gary Albright. And a little revenge there for Masawa. Albright beat him last year. Should be pretty good. Could beat him in 28 minutes. Then Hanson Doc, which they had the double count out, or double DQ, either way. It's a draw, but Doc's going to be in this time around. That should be fun. Yeah, Stan Hansen a little upset by it. We'll keep him strong. Then Doug Furnace, Terry Funk. Yes, Doug Furnace going to beat Terry Funk. That's a huge win for Doug. That's a first-time matchup. Of course, thanks to Terry not being involved in last year's tournament. I see, for the rest of the card here, I was thinking maybe a big-ass 10-man. Like having the Malenko brothers with Dory and Dean, or Dory and Eddie, rather, Eddie Guerrero, and, because I think now we could kind of start sliding in Eddie to this side. Yeah, that could be fun. Then the 5th guy, that's an interesting one, because really, as far as what I want on the other side, I think the Fantastics, again, anytime we can use them, it's always a good shout. So we got them, and, yeah, it's just, it's tough to get to the end of this. So I was thinking maybe Gilbert and Candido for the Fantastic side. Then that last partner, it's Eddie Guerrero. That's, that is a tough one. So I don't think we'll use Ultimo or anything like that, or Hayabusa. Man. Someone's gotta... Because I don't want to use anybody from the First Combat Club. Even though that's, you know, great stable, it's just, only using one of them would be weird. We might use Nagata. Yeah, I think we're just gonna throw Yuji Nagata on this side. Man, fuck it. This is quite the match. This will be a steal the show match. Yeah, we'll get 14 minutes. As we're going to have Dean Malenko get the win. He's going to beat Bobby Fulton. You just got a huge opportunity, though, to be able to be in that match. Huge opportunity. We'll go with the 6-man, actually, after that. Or, well, I guess before that, in this case. So we'll go with Combat Club. Against either the Gladiator Titans with Cactus or the Headhunters with Kabuki. I think we're going to go with the Headhunters and Kabuki. And we'll have Regal beat Kabuki. So that's going to be a big win for Regal. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, quite well. And for the rest of the card, I think of, like, singles matches, you know, thinking that could be an idea, that, like a Firecat Astro match. Yeah, Super Astro's won every time, until now. Packet's gonna beat him. We'll add one more. We'll have a Takayama singles. One Jun Akiyama, which I think we're going to do it anyways. Fuck it. I might open up the show. You know, we'll go with a tag. Go with a regular tag. I think we'll have George and Shinichi lose to Hosaka and Asako. Actually, now let's go back to the tag, and we'll have it be, we'll have Baba team with Isamu Teranishi and Hosaka and Astro, and we'll have Astro beat Baba. This match is gonna fucking suck. I will have it be Astro, Astro Asako, because he needs it more. Yeah, I think we're gonna have that open the show, to be honest. I think we're good to go here. Let's run it. 55 for the opener. Yeah, I mean, the pop was there, so thank God. But still, probably maybe should have had that be after this next matchup, because, you know, the pop's not going to be there for the opener, or for the next match, rather, and it was here for this opener. I think it would have went a little bit better. But, yeah, look at the Sako and Osaka, though. 50s and 51s. Not bad. Yeah, 34. Jun Akiyama with a 50. Wrist Clutch Death Valley Driver at 952. 59 for Firecat and Super Astro. And Super Astro with a 58. 40 for Firecat, so he gets one Super Kick. And 1551, first win over Super Astro there. It's huge. For Firecat as a 6-man. First Combat Club, head-ons with the Great Kabuki, is Kabuki losing to the Regal Plex in 1619. Good little match there. Norman with a 58, that's interesting. I think he's got morale issues. Ooh, 59 here for this for the 10-man, rather. Whole lot going on here. Dean was tremendous with a 78, best guy in the match by far. Tommy Rogers breaks his nose. That's tough. Nagata with a 44, that's not great. Eddie with a 53, that's not bad. Need him to be a little bit better than that, but him and Joe did the same. Jackie with a 58, so it was Tommy Rogers is great. Yeah, I mean, really just everybody was like mid-50s, and then like Dean Malenko did all the heavy lifting, and that just kind of sucked. For being honest, it's not great. 75 though for Doug Furnas and Terry Funk. Terry Funk takes the Frankensteiner in 22 minutes. 82 for Doc and Stan Hansen as Hansen takes the backdrop driver in 27:52. What a match. Main event of 78 as Masawa beats Albright with the Emerald Flosion in 28 minutes. Yeah, I mean, Masawa and Albright wasn't the best thing on the card. I figured Hansen and Williams was probably going to be it, because I just don't think Garrett was at the same level as those two. But, yeah, I'm still happy with the show. All around. I'm pleased with it. So we'll take a look at the standings going into night 9 here. Once we, we'll run through the card. We'll go through the standings to see where everybody's at. So yeah, on to night 9 we go. Alrighty, day 9, as the standings of the 1994 Champion Carnival look like this. As a tie for first with Masawa and Stan Hansen. Of course, they have the draw, so that would have to make a tiebreaker matchup to see who would decide on, basically getting that first place spot. And then, unfortunately, it's weird because you would assume they would just be 1 and 2, but honestly, they would have to have that tiebreaker, which would be unfortunate to see. Yeah, well, as far as for the, well, I guess they wouldn't have to need a tiebreaker, because at this rate, if that was like the end of the tournament right there, they would just be 1 and 2, and that'd be that. But it could potentially have a tiebreaker between the two if all goes according to plan as far as for the Champion Carnival. If everyone else is really hoping for that, especially everybody that's got 6 points, which is a lot of people. Taue's got 6, Furnas has got 6, Albright, Kobashi, Doc, and Kawada, all with 6. Terry Funk's the only guy with 4, and then Johnny Ace and Kikuchi with 2, and Terry Gordy. As for, Taue, I completely forgot about the Doc match, but also, too, completely forgot that he had lost to Gary Albright, so he was not undefeated at that point. He won 3 in a row, though, after that match, I believe, or was on a streak for sure when the Albright, because I think him and Doc opened up the tournament, if I remember correctly now. I'm kind of re-remembering things. But yeah, obviously still far too early to tell, even though we are just 11 shows away from the end. But we still got a lot of matches to go through, as we have Taue and Gordy, Kobashi and Masawa, and Doc and Kikuchi for this night here. A couple of big-time matches there, obviously. So we have really ran this this tournament, rather. We've been going full tilt, with a lot of these shows. I'm surprised, again, no one's gotten hurt. Fucking knock on wood. But, yeah, it's been crazy. Obviously, Kobashi and Masawa's the main. And, it's going to be a draw. It's going 30. So, Kobashi, he doesn't lose to him. Masawa doesn't beat him. So, as far as, of course, they've had the title match, and they had the match at Champion Carnival, which were both wins for Masawa. And now, for those two, they go the distance. But that should be fun there. Taue and Gordy could be a very good match. Same thing with Doc and Kikuchi. I think we're going to go with Doc and Kikuchi. Kikuchi just has something, I don't know what it is, but he somehow pulls out these great matches with guys. Really, it's the other way around. It's people having great matches with him, but he's involved in them. But then Taue and Gordy, which Taue's going to be Terry Gordy. That might be a first-time meeting in the singles action. Yep, it is. That's fun. Hell yeah. Alright. So, now we're getting into the thick of it, of this tournament. As far as, it's getting tougher and tougher to get some fresh matches out there. I want to make sure nobody gets hurt, too, at the same time, but it's getting tough. It's very, very tough. Would like to see a Spivey Candido matchup. As far as if we could get some type of heavyweight and junior matchup. I was thinking something with, like, the Gladiator in a junior. Like, the Gladiator and Hayabusa. Like, that'd be sick. Would be cool to see Ultimate Dragon, then, with a heavyweight. Because that would make, sense, obviously, building up to the junior match. Now, who should the heavyweight be, is the question here. We might use Gilbert, even though he's not heavyweight. So that Cactus Jack's there. That could be, well, kind of wouldn't make any sense. Oh, let's go with Johnny Smith. Let's go with Johnny Smith. As the Gladiator is going to beat Johnny Smith, too. That's a huge win for Mike Awesome. Giving them a lot of time, too. But yeah, Gladiator Hayabusa team, sick. Team FM dub all the way. But, as far as now, I'd like to see Regal in Smiley team. You got the Headhunters there. Yeah, I mean, the British Combat Club, they've lost, rather, to the Headhunters every single time besides the Real World Tag League match. I think it's time to add another win to their win column over them, as we'll have Norman get the win. And we'll set that to steal the show. My God. The politics going into this match. The Headhunters, my God. Whew. I kept them strong. At least that won them over. Yeah, I mean, the big Titan singles, like him and Takayama. Throw that on the card. Big Titan getting the win. And maybe a couple more singles, or maybe just one more single and another tag. Yeah, maybe a Yuji Nagata appearance. Yuji Nagata sighting as, yeah, the Cactus Jack Yuji Nagata match. It's always a fun one to do. I think we're gonna go with Kabuki, though, unfortunately. Pains me to do that. Did this back in February. Yeah, we do need that Spivey Candido match. I am still wanting to do that. Yeah, we'll go with just Mitsuya Momoto and Mighty Inoue, and have Mighty Inoue lose to Candido. Not a bad shout. Alright. Not bad. Let's run the show. 43. A little bit better. A little bit better. Still sucked, but it's a little bit better. Spivey and Candido, zero chemistry together. That went well. As Candido pitting Mighty Inoue with the diving headbutt, though, in 10:27, 36 for Big Titan and Yoshihiro Takayama. I don't know why I thought this would be good enough pop-wise. It was not. 65 for the Headhunters and British Combat Club. I could see why the Headhunters are pissed. I mean, they've now are quite the unit. You know, they are in the high 70s now. That was a good match, though. Good match. I still defend the decision, as Ultimate Dragon breaks his fingers during the tag match with him and Johnny Smith against Gladiator and Hayabusa. As the Gladiator getting them with the Awesome Bomb in 1940. Well, that is not a good sign here for this Taue Gordy match, as Terry Gordy herniates his spinal disc. He'll probably be out for the tournament, as Taue, though, gets the win with the Dynamic Bomb. Pretty close, though, 72s for both guys. That's unfortunate for Terry Gordy, man. That sucks. 76 for Doc and Kikuchi again. There's just something about it when Kikuchi's in there. He can somehow elevate a match, as Doc wins the Dr. Bomb in 21 minutes. The main event's 78, as Misawa and Kobashi go the distance, 30 minutes each. And that is 1 point for each man. Masawa now has the lead thanks to that, but obviously Hansen has not had a match yet to respond to that. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty good little show there. Obviously the Big Titan Takayama match stunk, but it is what it is. It is what it is. As yeah, now we are on into the double digits now. We're almost into April as well, so that's nice. As far as hopefully, for the rest of this tournament, I'm sure Gordy's out for the rest of the tournament too. We'll just because I'm sure it's it's a couple days, so yeah, we'll take a look here. Yep, yeah, we'll perform surgery on him. Success. Oh, he's back in 3 months now. There we go. Well, he's still out for the tournament, but at least that's could have been a lot worse. Could have been a whole lot worse. But yeah, Terry Gordy, he'll finish with 2 points. Unfortunate for him, but yeah, that's just kind of the way she goes. Guys get hurt, especially in a tournament like this where it's pretty jam packed. For there's really not a whole lot of breaks in between, and that was kind of the murderer's row of that block, or of the block of that show, where you had guys. I mean, it was a show. Yeah, I mean, basically every fucking night there's a show from Sunday, or no, from Sunday, actually from Saturday. Holy shit, from nights rather, 4 to 9, all in a row, back to back to back to back. That's crazy. So yeah, that's no wonder somebody got hurt. But at least they get a break now. As on to night 10 we go. Alrighty, night 10. As of course the card are 3 Champion Carnival matches: Gary Albright, Johnny Ace, Dan Hansen, Doug Furnace, and Terry Funk and Dosha Kawada. That's good matches there. Good matches. I mean, I probably will have Kawada and Funk be the main, if I had to guess. But yeah, I think the Wakayama Perfectional Gym, now that we've been about 8 shows since the last time we've been there. But yeah, Funk and Kawada, that's probably the main. That's a great main event. Kawada's going to beat him there. Should be a fun match. Then Hansen and Furnace. As we'll see what happens in this one. Come on, TEW. Work with me. There we go. Stan Hansen's going to beat him there. 20 minutes. And then Albright and Johnny Ace. As Gary Albright's going to beat Johnny Ace there. And that's another 20-minute matchup. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So definitely want to cool the brakes on Hayabusa and Ultimate Dragon, since we know Ultimate Dragon, luckily, it was only broken fingers and nothing more serious. But we don't want anybody else really getting hurt now, and just kind of being on the side of caution. That's really the thing here. But definitely would like to see another British Combat Club match. As far as who they could face, guess Deaton and Black. Not a bad idea. Regal getting the win. It's slow speed and decisive. See what we got here is another tag. Yeah, let's get the Gladiator Titans back out there. Them little Malenkos is always a fun one. So we'll have Joe lose. Big Titan can beat him. Yeah, we need to steal the show. Matchup as let's just go with those couple of singles matches here. So we got Eddie Gilbert. Maybe even Asako. Not a bad call. Yeah, we did have Satoru Asako beat him during the New Year Giant series. That was when we brought Eddie Gilbert in just to kind of put guys over. But now, I think he's pretty much proved his worth. Get him a win here. Give it a little bit more time, actually. Instead of 10, give it about 14. And then the rest could be undercard matches. Throw Jinsei Shinzaki out there. I really want to do him and Eddie. I just know it's not going to work because they don't have any pop. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Yeah, I mean, we could use Fuchi. We haven't used Fuchi since he got sent home. I would say we did the tag of this with Kantor Shiga and him. Yeah, we'll have Ogawa against Kantor Shiga to open up the show. Nice. Nice. So Ogawa gonna get the win, of course. And that is day 10. It's night 10 in the books. Let's run it. 58 for Ogawa and Kantor Shiga. So Ogawa gets the win in 10:03. 52 for Masanobu Fuchi and Jinsei Shinzaki. It's the SDF for Fuchi there. Jinsei Shinzaki is really off his game. 58 for Gilbert and Satoru Sako. Of course, they have pretty good chemistry. I forgot about that. As Gilbert with a hot shot in 13:40. 73 for the Gladiator Titans against the Malenko brothers. Good match. Obviously, Dean Malenko killing it with that 81. As a Big Titan with the Exploder in 1952. 62 for the British Combat Club against Gerald Eaton and Billy Black. 3-goal to Regal stretch in 16-18. Good stuff there. 79 for Albright and Ace. Gary Albright, Dragon Suplex hold in 1952. Good win for Gary Albright. 87 for Stan Hansen and Doug Furnas. I mean, Stan Hansen's he's fucking awesome. It's cool to see him doing very well still in the save. And then an 82 for Kawada and Funk is Kawada with the Kawada driver in 26-24. Got the crowd hotter and it was a great little main event. Yeah, we'll gladly take that. As on to night 11 we go. As far as when we're gonna show the standings next, I think I said 14. As far as that standing, I think that's what I said. As far as that's why when we'll show the standings. That's the next instead of showing it at night 12. I think that makes sense to wait until 14. So yeah, on to night 11 we go. Alrighty, night 11. Albright and Doc, Hansen and Funk, Kawada and Gordy, which obviously can't do that now, but Kawada was probably going to win that one anyways. It's Albright against Doc there. That's a hell of a match. Hansen and Funk's awesome too. Those are some fun matches. Fun matches indeed. Probably won't run Kanto. Surprised that they want us to run that again. We might run, actually, the Toyosho General Gymnasium here. Yeah, I think that will work out well. Oh, I think so. So we're going to have to add an extra match now, unfortunately. But, that's a tough one to really decipher what should be the main. Should it be the Miracle Violence Alliance guys battling out? Or it be Hansen and Funk, the Battle of the Texans? Either way, it's Gaijin and Gaijin matches, so is what it is. Yeah, I think we're going with Albright and Doc, as Doc's going to beat him. I'm trying to remember, I think did they have a draw? No, Gary Albright beat him last year, so a nice little revenge win for Doc. God damn it, Doc. Had to be the road agent. And Hansen Funk. Stan Hansen's been tremendous this tournament, and he's going to get a win over Terry there. Now for the rest of the card, you know, we could have, since Kawhi was supposed to be on this night, we could add him to this match here. We'll have it be Kawada with Ogawa and Fuchi against the team of... I'm trying to think what would be, you know, the Headhunters to work out well. It's tough because we need like 2 junior guys and then a heavyweight. I mean, do we go with Dory and the Malenkos? I guess so. Because we're going to have Dean get a win here. Dean's going to beat Fuchi. as fuck. Masufuji. Putting head out on him. Boris. Have that one. I mean, I love that Johnny Smith Regal team. I know, you know, the Regal and Norman team's great because of the chemistry, but I love this team so much. Love it, love it, love it. As far as who they could face, again, you got the Headhunters in there. We could have them get a win back since they lost to Norman and Regal. Have them beat this version. Is that a bad idea? Not a bad idea. So I'll have Headhunter A beat Regal. Big ass 8-man. Let's go with Gladiator Titans, Hayabusa, and Cactus. I know I said we shouldn't use Hayabusa, but I can't help myself. This match is gonna be awesome. As we'll throw Ultimo in there, throw Astro in there. Yeah, we'll go with George and Shinichi Nakano. Ultimo has broken fingers, because, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? He gets injured some more. He'll be fine. He'll be fine as well. Have Cactus beat George Nakano. Something's up. Oh, it's because Kawada and Gordy matchup. Alright. So I kind of want to do singles matches for the rest of the card. Let's go with Akiyama and Eddie Gilbert. I'm sure we've done this a handful of times now. Oh no, first time meeting as in the singles. So we'll have Gilbert get the win. We might throw a tag in there now I'm thinking about it. We'll throw No Fear out there. No Fear. Mid, Deaton and Black. Why not? They haven't faced each other since '93. Oh, Black get the win. Hopefully Takayama takes the fall there. Then the next one, we'll go with Timon Honda sighting, as he'll be losing to we'll go with Jackie Fulton. First time meeting. Jackie getting the win, and that's night 11. In the books. Just wanna double check. Alright. Run the show. 55 for the opener. Jackie Fulton over Damone Honda. Jackie Fulton the fantastic flip in 9:35. 54 for No Fear against Billy Black and Joel Deaton. Pile driver for Billy Black in 10:15. 46 for Gilbert and Drew Nakayama. They don't click. Tough break. So Gilbert gets the win with a hot shot. 10:07. 64. And there's Cactus Jack breaking his ribs. As at least it was not Hayabusa. Cactus Jack pins George Takano with the double arm DDT in 12:28. Ultimo Dragon though, still with the broken finger, still best guy in the match. Killed it. Shinichi Nakano was the one who caused it. So thanks a lot, Shinichi Nakano. 76 though for the Headhunters and British Combat Club matchup here. Headhunter A beating Regal. Diving leg drop. Good fucking match. 81 for the 6-man of the Holy Demon Army against Dory Funk Jr. and the Malenko brothers. Dean tapping out Fuchi. Kawada with an 88. Dean with an 80. Great stuff there. 85 for Hanson and Funk. I mean, Stan Hansen, I mean, he's had so many matches that have been like in the 80 plus or the 85 plus range. I mean, he's been tremendous so far in this Champion Carnival. Scary Albright losing to Dr. Death here with a backdrop driver in 28 minutes. Yeah, the Hanson match probably should have went on last. But that's okay, though. Still a good match. Still a good show. We'll gladly take that as on to Night 12 we go. Alright, Night 12. As there's got Akira Toei and Mitsuo Musawa, Johnny Ace and Kenta Kobashi, and then Doug Furnace and Seiyoshi Kikuchi. This night, obviously, Toei Musawa was the main. So that should be fun. As far as where you'd like to run this show, we can either run the Dream. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Yeah, we'll do that. Toei, Musawa, and Toei will come up short against Mitsuo Musawa. We gave it 22 minutes, which is pretty short. We'll bump that up to about 27. Then Ace and Kobashi will be next. As Johnny Ace gonna be Kenta Kobashi. Oh, that's right, they don't have any chemistry. Okay. But Johnny Ace with a huge upset, though, over Kenta Kobashi. That's huge. So we'll have Furnace and Kikuchi be the co-main. As Kikuchi's gonna beat Doug Furnace. That's another huge upset. For, yeah, I figured Furnace would be a little upset by that one. We'll keep him strong. Pop, pop. Alright. And, for the rest of the card. I kind of forgot how many promises we have. So Fuchi's going to put over Cactus. Plus, we still have Dory Funk Jr. to put over Cactus Jack. So we got a lot of people wanting to put him over. We'll do the Cactus Jack match now, as far as regarding that. As far as, yeah, well, Fuchi and Ogawa. Cactus and Guerrero. Hell yeah. Just my dream. Cactus Jack and Eddie Guerrero teaming up. Yeah, I'll give it 16 since Cactus is hurt, as we'll have Cactus beat Fuchi. Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Let's see what else we got. As far as tag matches go. So, you know, as far as, I'm trying to remember, as far as, is it Spivey and Candido that don't do well? Teeman? Yes, it is. So I was thinking. So we'll do Spivey and Gilbert. Against the team of... I will go with Smiley and Regal. First Combat Club. So we'll have Regal beat Gilbert. Nice. Maybe 6-man here. Go with the old classic Malenko brothers and Dory Funk Jr. Team on one side, and then yeah, let's go with Mitsumoto, Mighty Inoue, and Masaha Inoue. Probably haven't done this at all. It's a solid little undercard match. Gives Joe a win and all that jazz. And we'll have a couple of singles here. Yeah, let's do Taz and Kabuki. It's crazy, we only did this once, and that was in '93 when we had Kabuki win. Not this time, though. Taz is gonna beat him. Yeah, Kabuki's gonna be happy about that one. I'm sure. And then we'll have an established guy against a young lion. Might do George Takano here. Maybe even Shinichi Nakano. Gaku Kobayashi could use the win as well. Yeah, a good bit of guys. Jackie Fulton could use it. Tommy Rogers could also use it. So yeah, let's go with Tommy Rogers. Tommy against Sato Tanaka. Nice. Alrighty. Night 12. Run the show. Tommy Rogers and Masato Tanaka's the Tommy Knocker getting the win in 9:36 for Tommy Rogers. 49 here for Taz and the Great Kabuki. Taz with Katashime in 10:08 over the Great Kabuki. 65 for Dory Funk Jr. with the Malenko brothers against Mitsuya Moto and the Noes. It's Joe tabbing out Mighty Noe with the Texas Cloverleaf. Right decision there. 69 for Spivey and Gilbert against British Combat Club. Pretty close. Pretty close. There's a point difference between Spivey and Smiley, but Steven Regal, though, with the Regal stretch over Eddie Gilbert. Take that. 69 for Cactus Jack and Eddie Guerrero against Yoshinari Aragawa and Masato Fuji. Cactus Jack with double arm DDT over Masato Fuji there. And a 74 for Kobashi and Johnny Ace, even though they don't click, still does pretty well. It's Johnny Ace with a huge upset. Ace Crusher out of nowhere is kind of the idea behind that. Why it only goes 11 minutes. You try to bring some psychology into that, but Kikuchi and Furnace is Kikuchi with a huge upset over Doug Furnace. I mean, at least this one makes a little bit more sense than the Ace Kobashi one for sure. Kikuchi getting the win, though, in 22 minutes. Then at 86 for Masawa and Taue. It's Masawa with the Tiger Driver in 27-12. Fun little match there. Hell yeah. We'll gladly take that. So on to night 13 we go. Then after night 13, we'll be off to night 14, and we'll take a look at the standings after that show. Alrighty, night 13. Taue and Stan Hansen, Furnace and Masawa, Funk and Gordy. Obviously, can't do that Gordy match. But, yeah, I mean, you know, Taue and Hansen, very good match. And, yeah, it should go over pretty well. Hopefully there. So, yeah, I mean, I think as far as, we'll probably run here next in Kyushu for night 13. It's Masawa and Furnace. As, yeah, Masawa getting the win there over Doug Furnace. A lot going on. There we go. As, it's going to be 24 minutes. Then Taue and Stan Hansen. As Taue beating Stan Hansen. That's a huge win for Akira Taue. Absolutely massive. Hansen goes... He's going to outperform him. But, as far as, you know, Hansen beat him last year during the Champion Carnival. And it's the only singles match they've had. So, to split that, you know, that's huge. Absolutely massive. And, since, you know, Funk was scheduled to take on Gordy, we'll have a little tag match. And we'll use Doc for this. We'll do Doc and Taz against Dory and Cactus. Pretty crazy. As I... Oh, no. I'm all over the place here. As, Terry and Cactus. There we go. Or, now let's save that another time. But Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. So, Dory and, do Dory and Dean. The time limit draw. That's it. But we'll have Cactus. Dory Funk Jr. here. Should be a pretty good match. Even with Cactus's injury. But I do want to see Doc and Taz team. As far as Kobashi and Kikuchi. Nah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's do Ace and Candido instead. The Blonde Crushers. boy, hopefully Ace does not get hurt. But we'll have Candido beat Taz. Sick. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. As far as another tag match, now we have had a good bit of them here, obviously, with most of this tour. Go with the head honors. Yeah, we'll go No Fear. We did do this night 1 Champion Carnival. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Takayama. Yeah, it's at a Steal the Show match above that match. Yeah, let's go Eddie with... Yeah, let's have him team with Astro and Dragon. Kind of like a luchador team. Against Hayabusa, Firecat. And... I'm trying to think of the other junior we could use. Could use Ogawa, could use Shiga even. That's like a young lion. Could even use Joe Malenko. Not a bad call. Just a little junior 6-man matchup. So we'll have Eddie beat Joe. And that's weird because we've had them team. And for the undercard, so we'll have a Yuji Nagata matchup. Him and the Gladiator. Sick. Have we done this before? It's great we have it. I love this match. But yeah, Gladiator's gonna get the win there. Then we'll have a, singles. Other singles as, let's use... Trying to think when... It's either probably Masato Tanaka. No, it was just used the other show. Yeah, we'll go Jinsei. Jinsei Shinzaki against... Yeah, we'll go George Takano. That's fair. That's a fair little match. Oh, didn't mean to hit tournaments. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think we've done this before. So George is going to get the win there. And, that will be Night 13. Just want to double check, make sure that's just for the pre-show thing. Yep. It sure is. Alright. So, a 53 here. George Takano and Jinsei Shinzaki. Is George Takano with the Tombstone. Almost in the 60s. That's a great win for George Takano. 10-10. 54 for the Gladiator, Mike Awesome. And Yuji Nagata's Awesome Bomb for the Gladiator, 958. 70 for Eddie Guerrero with Ultimate Dragon and Super Astro against Hayabusa, Firecat, and Joe Malenko's Eddie pinning Joe with a Frog Splash. Yeah, I mean, Eddie was really off his game, so it sucks that he got a win and he was the worst guy in the match, but some good stuff, though. Hayabusa and Ultimate Dragon, only 10-point difference now. 69 for the Headhunters against No Fear, as the Headhunters getting the win, as Headhunter B beating Takayama with the diving leg drop. 80 for the Blonde Crushers and Doc and Taz. Doc fucking full steam ahead, but Candido beating Taz. I mean, Candido's almost in the 60s. Good stuff there. Gets the win on 14-18. 78 for Funk and Cactus against Funk and Malenko, as Cactus Jack pinning Dory Funk Jr. for the double arm DDT. Yeah, it sucks about Cactus' injury and a big toll there, but it's a big win, though, nonetheless, even though he's injured. 82 for Taue and Hansen. Taue with the dynamic bomb. I mean, only 10-point difference. Getting better. 97. Wow. For Masao and Doug Furnace, obviously this was a match that was a title match at one point for the Triple Crown title. And I think the rematch gets a 97. I mean, that's crazy. Did not see that one coming. Yeah, that was huge. So on to night 14 we go. And after night 14, we'll take a look at the standings, see where everything's at. As, yeah, full steam ahead. We got, after night 14, we'll only have 6 more shows left. Actually, 5. You know, we'll have 6 going into night 14, so we'll only have 5 after that. So we're at the home stretch now. Alright, night 14. It's Albright and Kawada, Ace and Doc, Kobashi and Kuchi. I love it. Absolutely love it. So obviously got the All-Asia Tag Team Champions battling it out. Doc and Johnny Ace is fun, just as far as, you know, obviously they become partners at one point, and it's just, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. So we'll run Kanto. As far as, probably Corkin, because I don't think the, Komazawa Gym, yeah, I think Corkin's probably the best. I mean, that's probably the main, Albright and Kawada, for being fair. But Kawada will be losing to Gary Albright. Huge win for Gary Albright, first of all. And, yeah, I mean, that's huge. Absolutely huge. Kawada beat him last year. It's big. It's a big one. As Kobashi and Kikuchi will be the co-main. Kobashi's beating him. 20 minutes. 21 minutes, to be exact. Then Ace and Doc is the next match. Doc's going to beat him in 20. As far as for the rest of the cards here, let's see. Go with the tag. It's just, it's a given. Just go to the tag right after that. So, really with, kind of thinking ahead now. Now we're getting closer and closer to the Champion Carnival final show. We know we're going to do the Junior Heavyweight title matchup. As far as what else we can do, we got to start kind of thinking now. You know, Headhunters, obviously the former All-Asia Tag Champs, they've really been on a great run. You know, and I think having like a number 1 contendership matchup to see if maybe, maybe for like the real world, you know, tag team titles to go against the Holy Demon Army, it's not a bad idea. But at the same time, there's a lot of great teams that are in part of that Champion Carnival, so we kind of can't do that. But it's a good idea, like in theory. Trying to think here. Yeah, because I mean, I don't want to book any more Ultimate Dragon Hayabusa matches. I know it's very tempting because we know that's what we want to do, but I don't want them getting hurt. We've kind of done that throughout the entire tour. I think we can kind of cool off for a little bit. Let's go with a Spivey Hansen team as maybe them and the Headhunters. Yeah, I like this. So the Headhunters have beaten them every time until now. We'll have Spivey beat one of them. So hopefully Hansen doesn't get hurt. That would suck. We're really rolling the dice with that one. But hopefully we'll be fine. Go with the 6-man. So I think we'll throw Cactus with the big Gladiator Titans here. Hell yeah. So we've done the British Combat Club, I believe, against them. Have we done the Fantastics, I wonder? We'll take a look at that. We have not. Perfect. Big Titan get a win here over Bobby Fulton. Sick. Another tag. Go with the Steal the Show match. As I want Dorian Dean to team. And that's going to be against Jinsei Shinzaki and Firecat. Since we're not going to use Hayabusa, we might as well use Firecat with Jinsei. So we'll have Dory get the win over Jinsei Shinzaki. We need a Steal the Show match, though. Go with another tag. Yeah, Smith Regal, Billy Black, Joel Deaton. It's fair. I've had this a couple of times now. Regal could use the win. Then the opener, we'll have, as far as, so we got Osaka's slowly getting there. Still not there yet. Probably have him beat Baba. Yeah. This will be a fine opener. Thank God. Or Baba. We're able to put people over. We'd be shit out of luck if that was not the case. There we go. We're ready to run this show. And Cork. Baba losing in Cork. I mean, you'd think that'd be a bigger deal than what it, you know, obviously you can't really kind of control that. That'd be nice, though. Like, if you're in, like, a kind of more important venue, the win means a little bit more type of thing. As Deke Osaka, though, getting the win the Building Bomb in 5:56. 64 for Dory Funk Jr. Dean Malenko against Firecat and Jinsei Shinzaki. Hey, they got great chemistry, Firecat and Jinsei Shinzaki. Sometimes you just luck out, you know, with that type of stuff. But Dory Funk Jr. gets the win over Jinsei Shinzaki with Texas Cloverleaf. Firecat, thanks to the chemistry boost, outperformed Dory Funk Jr. Shout out that. It's British Combat Club, Gerald Eaton, Billy Black, Regal, Plex for Regal. Yeah, good stuff there. 60. It keeps on getting worse and worse, seems like, as Cactus Jack with the Gladiator Titans beating the Fantastics here. Big Titan, the Exploder. Interesting, this did so badly, but I guess with Cactus Jack's injury, that kind of hurt the match a little bit. 82, though, for Hanson Spivey against the Headhunters. Good match there. Spivey getting the win. Spivey Spike in 2010. 83 for Ace and Doc. Doc with the backdrop driver in 20 minutes. 77 for Kobashi and Kikuchi. Kobashi with the Brainbuster in 2048. And then our main event, Gary Albright beating Tetsuya Kawada with the Dragon Suplex hold. Big win over Kawada, just under the 29-minute mark, and a sold-out Cork and Hall. Big win. It's a big win for sure. 14 nights are over. We'll take a look at the standings here. Eddie Man said, what a great picture. As that's from when he exposed the business. Trying to think who that was with, because that wasn't with the fellow that, I don't know why I'm blanking on him, who David Schultz slapped. I think it was with somebody else. That was not him, but yeah, on to night 15 we go. We'll take a look here, see what this is. That's Bay Rays. Oh, we withdrew it. Okay. So, yeah, we'll show you the standings, and we'll go on to night 15. Alrighty, the standings going into night 15 look like this, as we have a lone leader in Dr. Death, thanks to the Terry Gordy matchup, which was supposed to take place this night, thanks to Gordy being out of the tournament now, as he's got 14. Hansen with 13, also again benefiting from the forfeit win over Terry Gordy. Then we have Masawa and Gary Albright with 12, and of course Masawa has the tiebreaker win over Gary Albright, so technically he's sitting in third because of that. And then Taue and Kawada, the tag champs, tied at 10, and Taue's got the tiebreaker win over Kawada. So it's interesting, Kawada, he's beaten the Triple Crown champion. He is, as of right now, the only person to have beaten Masawa during this Champion Carnival tour, and he is not even in the top 5, which is crazy to think. As actually, though, I think he might be number 5, now I'm thinking about it. As, no, he is, no, he's not. He's right up to the top 5. I was right. As, yeah, so that's huge. That's pretty crazy to think. Kobashi with 9. Poor Kobashi. He's still got a good bit of matches to the left. Then you have Doug Furnace and Terry Funk with 6. 4 for Kikuchi, and then, of course, Terry Gordy with 2. And Johnny Ace's thing got fucked up, it looks like, because he's supposed to have 4, not 1, as that's weird. But yeah, so him and Kikuchi tying for 4, and obviously Gordy sucks they didn't get to finish out this tournament, because he's going to finish with, looks like a league low of 2. Tough break for him. Tough break. As for night 15, we'll take a look at the standings after night 16. Now we'll cut it down to every 2. As we'll have the Kawada-Kikuchi match, and then the Taue-Furnace match. Unfortunately, we won't have the Doc and Gordy match. That would have been awesome, but fortunately, not able to happen. So it looks like we're going to go back to the Nakajima Sports Center in the Hiroshima Sun Plaza for these next couple of shows. So Kawada Kikuchi probably should be the main, but I think we're going to go with Taue and Furnace. I think that's the plan. As Taue gonna beat Doug Furnace. That's a huge win. Taue and then Kawada over Kikuchi. I'm assuming, unless there's a huge upset. Okay, yeah, Kawada beating Kikuchi there. Makes sense. So we'll do that Doc teaming up with Taz match now. Could even do Albright too. Could make it a 6-man. Yeah, let's do that. That'd be fun. Albright, Doc, Taz. And trying to think what would be a good idea here. Guess we could see what's on the horizon. That'd probably make a lot of sense. As far as kind of what's in the future. Because I believe, as far as I believe, oh, I can't move that. That's weird. I thought I could. Never mind. As yeah, so Night 16's Albright and Hanson. So we could do something with Stan. That makes sense as far as that goes. So Hanson, Spivey, and Candido. That works out really well. Since we just did this, but it was a tag. Now I could get the 6-man matchup involved. So we'll have Albright get the win over Spivey here. Sick. It's a good match. It's pretty good. Yeah. We're also doing Funk and Kobashi next. So we'll do a Kobashi-Kikuchi matchup. Oh, it's like Kikuchi's wrestling. We'll do Kobashi and Jun Akiyama then. Against Cactus and Terry Funk. Poor Cactus and his broken ribs. Yeah, we'll move that down. And the 16 as Cactus will be beating Jun Akiyama. Nice. It's a pretty good top 4. We're also doing Ace and Masao as well. Can't really do anything with that. So, we'll just kind of keep it trucking. Looks like Masao gets a little bit of a breather. I love how we're making this tour even worse by now, booking the guys that are on the tournament. But we gave it a good, as far as 15 shows before we started doing this. Well, a little bit before that. Once Gordy, the injury happened, then we started doing it. Let's go with the Big Titans, or the Gladiator Titans. I always want to call them the Big Titans, which that's still a pretty good name for them, if you wanted to, but obviously Gladiator Titans just makes a little bit more sense to use both guys' names. Yeah, I mean, I think a Headhunters Gladiator Titans match, it just makes sense. I was during the Excite Series tour last episode, but now a couple of months ago. I think we're going to have them get the win this time. No, we'll keep the Headhunters strong. Here's, let them beat them. So I really do think the Headhunters taking on, like, the tag team champions, I think that just makes sense to do in the future. Let's steal the show match. We'll go Malenko Brothers Fantastics. We'll go with Tommy and Bobby. So we'll have Bobby lose to Malenko. The Malenko, to be exact. There we go. Should be a pretty solid affair. Oh, something. Oh, that's the pre-show thing. This isn't going to be added. So, we'll have 2 singles matches as the undercard. We'll keep on trying to get Eddie Gilbert out of the cooled momentum. So he'll take on Yuji Nagata. First time meeting. Eddie getting the win. And, let's make it a 6-man, actually. This opener. Let's go with, No Fear with Masato Tanaka against Deke Osaka, Satoru Osako, and then a guy to help them push them over the edge as far as popularity goes. Let's go with Mitsuya Momoto. Love it. Let Satoru Osako get a win, and that will do it for night 15. As, yeah, I think we're good to go. 47 for the opener. Satoru Osako, best guy in the match. Yoshihiro Takayama, worst guy in the match. Satoru Osako pinning Masato Tanaka with the super driver. Osako, not bad there. 55 for Gilbert and Yuji Nagata. That's a hot shot there for Eddie Gilbert. 72 for the Malenko brothers against the Fantastics. Dean Malenko tapping out Bobby Fulton to Texas Cloverleaf. 73 for the Headhunters against the Gladiator Titans. Diving leg drop for Headhunter A there. And 76 for Cactus Jack and Terry Funk against Kinokobashi and Jun Akiyama. Cactus Jack double arm DDT there over Jun Akiyama. They did the same thanks to the injury. In Cactus Jack and Jun Akiyama. 77 rather. Looking at Doc's rating, but my god, Stan Hansen with a 98. That's incredible. Scare Albright with the belly-to-belly suplex over Dan Spivey. It's gonna be a good match. Albright and Hansen. Hansen was visually angry after the match, upset that Dr. Death almost injured him with a botch move. That would have been just fucking peachy. But Kawada getting the win over Tsuyoshi Kikuchi with the Kawada driver at 19:45. And then our main event, Kira Taue with the dynamic bomb in 20 minutes over Doug Furnas, which I got an 80. Alright, pretty good show. I was hoping something would be like in the 85 plus range, but obviously that was going to be a lot to ask for Taue and Furnas and Kawada and Kikuchi. Kawada gave it his all, though. Gave it a hell of a shot. So on to the next night we go, and after this night we'll take a look at the standings yet again to see where everything is playing out towards, as we're coming down into the final home stretch here, the final 4 shows. This is big. This is huge, you know, and I can't wait to see how everything plays out. I think this has been a really, really good tournament so far. These final 4 nights are going to be massive. 1994 Champion Carnival is coming to an end here. We got 4 nights left, and man, this is quite the home stretch here. Gary Albright and Stan Hansen, what a match. Masao and Johnny Ace, fun little match there. And then Terry Funk and Kento Kobashi should be a banger. Should be a banger. As I actually going to have Albright and Hansen main event. I think that's for the best there. As far as, we might go back to the Nagoya Congress Center here. It's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. So Gary Albright and Stan Hansen will probably be the main. Hansen's going to beat him. That's a huge win there. Then Masawa and Johnny Ace. As Masawa's going to beat him. Big win there. And then Terry Funk will be beating Kento Kobashi, JK, no, yep, oh, yep. Thought I could, I'm surprised I could remember what all I pre-booked, even that far ahead. That's crazy. As, Terry Funk getting the win. As far as Kobashi has beaten them in the past, that was at the Excite Series last year. It's the only time they've had a match against each other, so Funk going back-to-back there. It's a big win. Big win for Terry Funk. Actually, you know, yeah, we'll keep it as that, just because, mainly because I already did the graphics here, so this is what the standings are looking like. Don't mind a little blue square there. During the screenshot, I accidentally clicked on that box, and it just got all fucked up, but that's okay. As Stan Hansen now has the lead at 15. Doc and Masawa are tied, and obviously Masawa has the tiebreaker win over Doc, so he's in second. Doc is in third now. He's still got Terry Funk and Tosha Kawada left, though. Some big matches. Masawa's still got Funk and Kikuchi left. And Stan Hansen only has 1 match, and it's, funny enough, it's Johnny Ace. So he might finish with 17, might finish with 15. We'll see. And then as far as the 3-way tied for 4th, as with Taue, Albright, and Kawada, obviously Taue's beaten, he's beaten Kawada. Albright hasn't, he's beat Taue. And he's also beaten Kawada as well. So he's in fact got the tiebreaker win over both guys. So he's in a perfect spot there at 4. And of course Taue's still 5th, and Kawada bumping down to 6. Kobashi still with 9. Terry Funk jumps up to 8. And as far as 8 wins, Doug Furnas has got 6 wins. He's still got Ace and Kawada left. And then that leaves Johnny Ace and Kikuchi with 4 still, and Terry Gordy, of course, ending the tournament with 2. That's the standings after 16 nights of action. As for the rest of the card here, we, as far as kind of building up towards the future here, for night 17 here, there's a Kawada Doc match, there's an Albright Kobashi match, and a Hanson Gordy match that obviously was, as far as that's not going to happen anymore. And since Stan Hansen and Gary Albright and Kenta Kobashi all have matches going into that as far as night 16 and night 17, there's really nothing we can build. We could do something with Kawada, I guess, as far as something there. So we'll have Kawada with Fuchi and Ogawa, as they'll take on the team of, let's exclude booked. See what we got. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because obviously with Doc, we could do something with Doc and Taz. I guess we could do that. Make it a tag instead of a 6-man. Go with Kawada and we'll go Fuchi against Taz and Doc. Should be a fun little match, though. As we'll have we'll have Doc actually to win. Doc's going to be Fuchi. It's a good little match. And for the rest of the card, go with a tag. Yeah, but we'll do a Norman Regal match. Yeah, Malenko Brothers, that's always a good match to do. So we did the 6-man, but we didn't do the tag of this. Malenko Brothers, they beat them twice, and then they went to draw, so definitely makes sense for them to get a win here. As we'll have Norman beat Joe. And we'll set this to a Steal the Show match. Oh, as far as the rest of the card, we got, we could do something with, let's see here. I'd like to do maybe a Johnny Ace. Oh, that's right, Johnny's working tonight. He's got the match with Misawa. As, so we could maybe do, as far as like a Doug Furnace with either like a Young Lion or even like Eddie Guerrero. That'd kind of be cool to see. As the Can-Am Express 2.0. As we'll have him take on, as far as he's got Johnny Ace left, and Doug Furnace is also got Kawada left, so can't really build anything with that. But we can just have him have a little match, like against George and Shinichi Nakano, just to kind of see. Sometimes you just gotta throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks. But Doug Furnace is gonna beat the team of George and Shinichi Nakano. And then we got, the Firecat Jinsei Shinzaki team, is that right? That had the great chemistry? Just trying to think here. We'll just have to scroll, there's too much text. Oh, opponents. Yeah, what's that team? So yeah, we'll have Firecat and Jinsei Shinzaki again. Now that we know they have pretty good chemistry, we'll have them beat a team. They can beat No Fear, which is just hilarious. But we'll have Jinsei Shinzaki. He gets to beat Takayama. I don't know, we're getting a little too close, I think, for this match. Because I think Firecat doesn't have enough pop for this. Yeah, Braided Boon does not. Yeah, we'll have to change that. We'll have to go with a Mighty Inoue, Masada Inoue matchup. That's fine. That is fine. As yeah, we'll have Firecat get the win this time, as he can beat Mighty Inoue. Good shit. I don't really care, Mighty Inoue. That's fine. And then a opener will be a singles matchup. I think we need to have a Jun Akiyama win. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be here as far as, Oh, that's right, we still have, yeah, we could do a tag, actually. We just won't even have any single match on the undercard. We'll do Jun Akiyama and Takeya Mori tag team matchup. We'll go with, yeah, we'll go with the maybe not the Fantastic. Maybe Joel D and Billy Black. Yeah, we had them one time they wrestled. So we'll have Billy Black at a win. Alright. We can either cut some time here, which we might do. We might cut off some time here with this Terry Funk match. And then we'll cut down some 3 minutes from this. Perfect. We'll add another minute to this match. Perfect. Alright. Let's run night 16. Billy Black pinning Takeya Mori, the guillotine leg drop. And on 9:32. Pretty good match. Pretty good opener. Yep. 34. Knew it. Should have put it below that last match we just did. But Firecat with a super kick, though, over Mighty Inoue. So, Firecat with a 56. Masada Inoue dislocates his shoulder. Tough break there. 63 for, not enough time. Shit. We just, that was my bad. Doug Furnace and Eddie Guerrero, not a bad team. Not a bad team there. Doug Furnace getting the win the Frankensteiner in 12 minutes. 74 for British Combat Club and the Malenko Brothers. Good little match as the British Combat Club get the win. It's Norman Smiley, Norman Conquest over Joe Malenko. 81 for Kawada and Fuchi against Doc and Taz of the Miracle Vines Alliance. As Doc gets the win with the military press slam. Kawada with an 87, Doc with an 84. I mean, that match is going to be crazy. As a 79 for Kobashi and Funk. As Kendo Kobashi with the spinning toe hold and 21-45. What a pop. As 83 for Masao and Johnny Ace. Tiger Driver in 1933. And then our main event on 88. Stan Hansen with the lariat over Gary Albright in 26 minutes. Fun little card. Fun little card. As we'll take a look at the standings after night 18. As we go on to night 17. Which has got Kawada and Doc. Albright versus Kobashi. And then Hansen versus Gordy. So that should be, that would have been a great little 3-match card. But obviously now we will not be having that. As because of the injury. So yeah, on to the next night we go. Alrighty, night 17, as easy for me to say, as the Dream Knees is where we're scheduled to have this night 17 show. Eddie Guerrero was brought before backstage. Oh my god, was brought before wrestlers court backstage, accused of not joining the rest of the locker room before he night out, as the judge Stan Hansen found him guilty and sentenced by drinks after the show. It's been a long night, long night of recording, as as Albright, Kobashi, Hansen, and Gordy, what would have been, and then Kawada and Dr. Death, which that's definitely the main. Hell of a night this shall be, as, yeah, I mean, we haven't ran, Hiroshima Sun Plaza in a while. We'll probably run there. Yeah, and obviously, this Kawada Doc match, I mean, this is a huge match to have. Whoever wins this, I mean, you have a really good shot, and that's Kawada getting the win. You have a really good chance of being in the finals with that win. In Tosha Kawada's case. Now, that's huge. Huge win. If the cards fall for him, I mean, that's huge. And Kobashi's going to beat Albright there. It's another big win for Kobashi. I love those matches, though. Those matches are a lot of fun. And as far as thinking ahead here, what we could add, night 18's got a Taue Kikuchi match, so maybe something with, as far as, something there on the horizon, as far as like a Even like if it's a Taue Fuchi against Masawa Kikuchi match. Even that, like, that works for me. That's a fine match. As we'll have Masawa beat Fuchi there. How about giving Kikuchi the win, but yeah, we're fine. Yeah, and Masawa was also, he's on that next show as well. He's taking on Terry Funk, but we won't really build to that. We will do a Furnace Guerrero Johnny Ace Candido matchup because, they're having a match. We'll have that be even Steal the Show match. Guerrero, Ace, and Candido. I know we were doing Eddie Gilbert in Furnace, but just it helps out Eddie a little bit here, and that's all we're trying to just get Eddie over the hump. But we'll have Candido beat him though. Not really helping his cause out, but that junior division's crazy. Especially like, cause to think too, like during this time, like the first J Cup's happening. I don't think it's probably in the mod, because obviously that the mod starts in '91, so I don't think they would be thinking that far ahead. Because you kind of can't, like, you can't set like events set to the future. That'd be kind of cool to do, but obviously you can't like do that. And that could be something we do, like instead of doing like a league, do the J Cup. Without it, I guess we could just steal the J Cup because it's not a thing in this universe. Yeah, so that's just something we might do. Could be fun. Could be fun to do. As pretty sure now I'm second guessing myself, thinking the first one was in '95 because I thought it was '94, '95, but it might be '95, '96. Now I'm thinking about it. Boy, oh boy, as it's been a long night when you can't remember when the first J Cup was. As yeah, I think that's a good top four. Obviously, we'll kind of think ahead as far as maybe something for week like 19 and 20. As far as days 19 and 20, I don't think we can really build anything that far ahead. So we'll just kind of go on from there. Maybe do something with Taz though. It's just for Miracle Vine's Alliance, but I think we're fine. But we can use something with Eddie Gilbert. Kind of want to see an Eddie Gilbert Cactus Jack team. Honestly, I don't know why. It's just calling to me. So I forgot to have them face people. Oh, the Cactus is hurt, so probably not do that. But we could do a Terry Funk Eddie Gilbert match, which that's a fun team, and that'd be a fun angle too. Like those guys are awesome. They would mold together pretty well as Joe D and Billy Black. That's a fine match. It's a fine match there, as we'll have Eddie Gilbert get the win. Good shit. Oh, that's right. I think we already had this as a Steal the Show match. We did. What an idiot. Well, that would be a regular match. That's fine. That is fine by me. As far as, when you're kind of grasping at straws and you're just like, alright, we're 17 shows in. What can we do to make a unique match? When we haven't added anybody, too. We haven't really added anybody from the, like, as far as bringing anybody in or anything. We've just used the same roster we've had this entire time. So we're really grasping at straws. But we could go with a Takano Nagano matchup. They could take, like, on No Fear. Like, it's a fine little undercard match. I'm sure we've done this before during this tour, even. Nope, first time meeting. Alright. That works for me. Maybe a bit, no, I think that's fine to start building undercard stuff. We already got 6 matches. So, yeah, we'll just have 2 singles and call it a day. So, we'll have, we'll have Nagata. Now trying to think. Probably Masato. Yeah, Masato Tanaka's been used in a hot minute. Really want to do him and Hayabusa. Yeah, let's do that. Sick. FMW all the way. Why don't you just book FMW as All Japan? I did that in the last one too, in the last series. I used like all the FMW guys. I love FMW so much. One of these days I'm gonna do a series of FMW. One of these days. Because I just love it so much. Because there for a while, you couldn't really book like deathmatch stuff in TW, and now finally, you're able to kind of do it and not like suck ass. So it's nice to finally be able to do that, and I definitely need to do that one of these days. This Couture Shiga will be losing to Tommy Rogers. Actually, Steven Regal's not ready. Yeah, Norman. Or even Johnny Smith. They're both. Yeah, I mean, Joe's a little cool, so maybe Joe. I'm thinking about it. I'm afraid his pop's not going to be high enough. Oh, well. Who cares? You only live once. Joe Malenko going to get the win. And that is night 17 in the books. Just want to double check. Okay. Well, perfect. So 28, yep. Wasn't ready. Wasn't over enough. God damn it. 56 though for Hayabusa and Masato Tanaka's Hayabusa with the Falcon Arrow 944. Fuck yeah. So 43 for George Takano and Shinichi Kano. That's crazy that a broken nose can fuck up a match that bad. But that's what happened there. So I only got a 43 as George Takano with a tombstone over Takayama. It's a damn shame. A damn shame. 66 though for Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk against Geraldine and Billy Black. Eddie Gilbert with the hot shot in 1303. 64 for Doug Furnas and Eddie Guerrero against Chris Candido and Johnny Ace. The blonde Crushers getting the win as Candido with a blonde bombshell over Eddie Guerrero in 1222. As a 76 for Taue and Fuchi against Kikuchi and Masawa. As Masawa pinning Fuchi with the Tiger Driver. Good little match there. Another 76 for Albright and Kobashi. As Albright taking the Brainbuster. I would pay all the money in the world to see that. 28 minutes. And 81 for the main as Doc losing the Kawada to the Kawada Crab in 29 minutes. Got the crowd interested again. Took a while for the crowd to get back into it, but when we finally did it, it was too late. Yeah, on to night 18. Final 3 shows. So this night's got Masawa and Funk, Furnas and Ace, and Taue and Kikuchi. Not the biggest of nights, but that Masawa Funk match is pretty fun. And we'll see how that all plays out. And after that show, we'll take a look at the standings and see where it all lies going into this, as I think it is. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and keep it rolling. Just want to check. Oh, Victor Zangief still. Alright, we're good to go. Alright. It's Taue and Kikuchi there. I mean, that should be, should be fine. And, yeah, I think all around we got a pretty good night. So, we just ran there. Hey, I guess we got the Wakayama Correctional Gym. That's probably our best bet. We will run there. Funk versus Masawa. Terry Funk beats Masawa. And I want like a little post-match thing with Funk kind of in the locker room and just talking about how, he's doing this for almost 30 years and he's, as far as today, 1994, he hasn't had a belt on the singles championship, a heavyweight title. This is the late 70s, everyone thinks of him as a great tag wrestler as far as in Japan, and saying he wants to, for his 50th birthday, what a birthday present that will be to be the Triple Crown champ type of thing, and that would be fun. And that'll be a lot of fun to do that match, because that's an awesome match, Terry Funk and Mitsuharu Masawa for the Triple Crown. And sure, Funk's, almost 50. He's pushing 50, but it'd still be awesome. Yeah, I mean, probably the Taue Kikuchi match will probably be the co-main there. Kikuchi's going to get the win, too. That's a huge upset over Kira Taue, who is rightfully pissed. And it's like a quick roll-up out of nowhere. Kind of like Taue goes for a Nodao Tashi. Kikuchi just gets out of that with a roll-up. 1, 2, 3 type of finish as Furnas and Ace. Johnny Ace beating Doug Furnas as well. A lot of upsets on this night here. So we'll do it'll be a post-show thing with Terry Funk. Just kind of talking about what I just talked about there. Terry Funk. Post-show interview. Backstage. an interview promo, you know, just kind of talking to the press backstage as he's in his locker room, and then, you know, got the light bulbs going after the post-show interview backstage. Should probably say with Terry Funk. Yeah, fucking dork. As, I don't know why TW's, probably because we've been running this thing to the ground. There we go. So yeah, night 19, we have what would have been a Gordy Albright match, but we have a Johnny Ace, Stan Hansen match, and a Masao Kikuchi match. Obviously, we can't really do anything involving that. We could maybe have an Ace. Oh, we can't even do an Ace build, because, yeah. So I guess we'll book Stan Hansen in something. We'll do Hansen and Spivey. Hansen and Spivey. Yeah, I mean, we have... I'm trying to think what team... maybe, Johnny Smith and Steven Regal. Yeah, it's fun. Hansen's beating Regal. Nice. Nice. This is probably a little lower on the card, but while I'm thinking about it, we'll go ahead and add it. A Firecat Jinsei Shinzaki matchup again. And, did we have them face Hosaka and Asako? Because I think that's what we're going to do for this match. Nope. Okay. So we are going to have the Asako team win. So we're going to have Osaka beat Jinsei. But we're hoping for a good little undercard match there with that one. That's a risky game, though. Very, very risky. So, I'm trying to think if there's anybody that at this point... you know what, we're fine. I was kind of thinking of, like, maybe building something for night 20, just kind of something, but a little too far ahead for my liking. Yeah, let's, I do want to see an Eddie Gilbert tag with, Cactus Jack. Since we were talking about it, we might as well try it. Even if they're injured at this point on the card, I think it should be fine. As, yeah, they'll take on Kobashi and Jun Akiyama. I love it. As, we'll have Kobashi get the win. Over Cactus Jack. Sick. Alright, and the opener be a Young Lions matchup. Maybe not like just not a full-on Young Lion versus Young Lion, but a Young Lion taking on established member of the roster. Yeah, we'll do Albright and Damone Honda since yeah. Especially since Albright's not wrestling the next night. Albright gonna get the win. Good stuff there. Sick. So, as far as, since before we run the show, we will look at the standings. After this night, this is what it's looking like. So, Hansen with 15. He still has the Johnny Ace match, so he might finish with 17. Now, what is crucial about this is that Kawada win against Doc. Because if he beats Doug Furnace, he'll have 16. Doc will, even if he beats Terry Funk, he'll be tied with Kawada. Of course, that will be a tiebreaker. And if Masawa beats Kikuchi, he'll finish with 16 as well, but he'll still have the tiebreaker loss to Kawada. So Kawada, with those two important wins, will have the tiebreaker win and might go on to the finals. That's obviously, if that all happens, Kawada might lose to Doug Furnace. Doug Furnace is savage. Something to not overlook, and just kind of looking at that as far as the big picture there. We still have a Taue Kobashi match that could be fun to see. Terry Funk, beating Masawa is incredible, so he's got a title match right there. It's crazy to think Masawa only lost twice, but he had 2 draws as well to Stan Hansen and Kobashi, so very, very interesting there. And I think we're good to go to run this Night 18 show. It's Albright beating Damone Honda, the SDF at 940. I wish I would have said it the domination win, but that's okay. Yep, 41, as not enough pop, but a fun match, though. Everybody did their part, but Jensei Shinzaki as Hideki Ozaki with a building bomb in 10 minutes. 72 for Eddie Gilbert and Cactus Jack against Kobashi and Jun Akiyama. Ken Kobashi with the brainbuster there in 13:05. 81 for Hanson Spivey against British Combat Club as Regal taking the lariat in 20 minutes. 80 for Furnace and Ace. It's the Ace Crusher there. 74 for Taue and Kikuchi. Kikuchi with the fast roll up after the Nadao Otashi attempt. Then an 87 for Terry Funk beating Misawa in 27 minutes. And a little backstage interview talking about how much of importance this match is for him and whatnot. 85 there, hell yeah. So on to the last two nights we go. Nights 19 and 20, then we'll be on to the final show of the Champion Carnival. The Grand Carnival night, if you will. Alrighty, day 19, night 19. As, of course, the Johnny Ace Hansen match and the Kikuchi Misawa match. And we can't have the Albright Gordy match, unfortunately. So we are, we've pretty much ran, like, everywhere, obviously, at this point. I mean, most of the times even twice at this rate. Really, the big thing is kind of hoping for Kanto to open up by the time we run the big show, which we probably will not be able to do that, but it's the thought that counts, as we'll probably run the Dreamies here, as probably the Misawa match will probably go on last. Spot for the best. It's Misawa against Kikuchi. Misawa's going to get the win. And then Johnny Ace over Stan Hansen. So I'd love to see Albright be involved in the matchup. As probably Albright and Taz have a tag match. It sucks because I think they don't have any chemistry. So we do have that. As far as Gordy, or as far as rather Doc, is taking on Terry Funk, so maybe something along those lines. Kind of build up as far as maybe do Albright and Doc against like Funk and Cactus. Just an idea. Or even do a 6-man. Try to think of someone that we could throw on the other side there with Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Could use Mike Awesome. Yeah, we'll do that. That'd be fun. The more the merrier. So Funk, Cactus, and the Gladiator. Fuck yeah. And then American Vines Alliance, so Doc, Gary, and Taz. As we're going to have Albright get a win here. He's going to beat the Gladiator, Mike Awesome. Great match, though. That would be pretty awesome. Albright against Mike Awesome. That would be pretty sick. As far as what else? So Kobashi's also taking on Taue that last night. So we could do another 6-man. As far as have Taue team, well, yeah, we'd have to do a tag. We'll do Taue with, do Taue and Fuchi. Fuchi's kind of been losing a little bit. Then Kobashi and Akiyama. As we'll have Fuchi get the win over Akiyama. That's a pretty solid top 4. And then Kawada's also taking on Doug Furnace on that last night. So we could do something as far as having Kawada team with Ogawa. And then have Doug Furnace team with Gilbert. So Eddie Guerrero must be working somewhere else tonight. So I'll go with Eddie Guerrero. Hopefully Kawada and or Furnace does not get hurt. So we'll have Ogawa get the win over Eddie. Unfortunately. Here we go. So yeah, the rest of the undercard stuff now, for sure. You know, we've been very generous with a lot of our matches we've added. Yeah, let's throw the headhunters out there. Yeah, we might go with this British Combat Club team. So, yeah, we had this... So, there was this one that we had beat him. I could have swore we had the Smith and Regal team beat him, too. Oh, no, we had the Headhunters beat him. We'll change that. Let's make it a 6-man, actually. It's Kabuki. Yeah. Fine little match. It's Regal over Kabuki. Kabuki, I believe, has handed in his notice, actually. Just want to double check that. You know, we'll fine. We'll oh no, we could double check it here. Yeah, it was. And his notice. I think we've used him, you know, perfectly up to this point. So yeah, Gilbert is working for ECW. So now we'll just kind of leave the rest, you know, just be singles matches. Yeah, let's have, Baba can lose to, Satoru Osako. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, we did this once with Baba winning. Not this time, though. Not this time. And then, we'll probably have that open up the show, because I want to see maybe maybe a Jackie Fulton singles. Or actually, yeah, let's throw Big Titan in there. I don't think he's ready yet. He's still got a little ways to go, as far as Pop goes, unfortunately. Looks like it's a Mighty Inoue job. So he's going to job out to Osaka. Good shit. Just want to double check. Yep, we're good. Let's run the show. So 54 for the opener. Satoru Osako against Giant Baba. Satoru Osako with the super driver Osako there. Lack of selling in a 5-minute 32-second match. Oh, it's still not good enough. Oh my god, it's the building bomb for Hideki Osaka. He damn near, I mean, he did double him. That's crazy. Whew, that's not good. Building bomb for Hideki Osaka. 69 for the Great Kabuki with the Headhunters against the British Combat Club. Regal stretch on the Great Kabuki there. Yeah, I mean, he's 38. In ring performance, that's fucking terrible. You need to get him some losses as well towards, like Satoru Osako and the likes. 79 for Doug Furnas and Eddie Guerrero against Yoshinori Ogawa and Toshiaki Kawada. Very good match there. So Ogawa getting the win. 13:50. Got the crowd buzzing. 81 for Taue and Fuchi against Kobashi and Akiyama. That's a Fuchi with a backdrop suplex over Akiyama. And 80 for the Gladiator, Cactus Jack, Terry Funk against Miracle Vine's Alliance as Gary Albright with the belly-to-belly suplex over the Gladiator. Yeah, 62 for Mike Awesome. Pretty awesome. Sick. Yeah, that's great. And 85 for Johnny Ace and Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen with the Lariat in 20 minutes. And then Mitsuo Amasawa beating Sayoshi Kikuchi. They have good chemistry there. Implosion just pays out well. Kikuchi just blessed by getting carried with these great matches. Great show. Great fucking show. It's on to night 20. And, I mean, this was Kawada's crown to win. This is Doc's crown to lose. You got... And even then, even if Doc wins, I mean, he's fucked. You know, this is Kawada's crown to lose. If he beats Doug Furnas there, he will, in fact, as far as standings go, he will be in that second spot behind Stan Hansen. It comes down to the final night. They'd love to see a plan come together, as ECW's rising fast. Hell yeah. Easy dope. As we will, you know, keep it rolling. On to night 20 we go. So we got backstage incident. It's Monday Noe. Spot for wrestler's court accused of not paying attention during a locker room meeting as the judge Stan Hansen found him guilty. Hansen to buy drinks for after the show. As, hell yeah. Small positive impact. So with this night, yeah, we just ran Osaka, weirdly enough. So I think we'll go with Kyushu here. So our main event's definitely the Kawada match with Doug Furnace. And Kawada will win. He's going to get the win in 22 minutes. And Funk and Doc in the co-main. Doc's going to get the win in 26 minutes. Then Taue and Kobashi. As Kobashi will be beating Akira Taue. Love it. So the standings after 20 nights of action look like this. Stan Hansen with the lone one spot at 17 points, the highest points of the tournament. He only lost twice. He had the one draw. Lost to Doc and he lost to Taue. Pretty big wins, though, for those guys. And had the course that had the draw with Misawa. For Misawa, and for Dr. Death, and for Tosha Kawada. Misawa and Doc both losing to Kawada. So henceforth, Kawada gets that 16th spot. Of course, he lost to Albright and Stan Hansen. So he's got a chance to avenge that loss, or Stan Hansen win again and be a two-time champion Carnival winner. We shall see. As, yeah, that's great, though. That's a whole... I think as a whole, I think that's a great Final Four stretch. You know, that was great. And then to have Kobashi with 13, that's great to see. He, of course, had the draw with Misawa to give him that extra point, to give him the lead over Taue, and Gary Albright, plus beating Taue tonight, gave him that clinching win as well. So that was huge. Albright with 12 was great to see. And then, you know, Funk with 10, getting that win over Misawa. So he's got a title match with that win, coming with that. Then we have Doug Furnace and Johnny Ace and Seoshi Kikuchi with 6 points to round out the group. And, of course, Terry Gordy not be able to finish out the tournament with his 2 points. But I think all great tournament. I love this Champion Carnival. I think we did a lot of things in the right direction, like Kawada beating Misawa for the first time. And I think we just did a lot of good things. As far as what we have planned for the final night here, of course, the junior title match. We're going to do... As far as, and then obviously we got the match between Stan Hansen, Tosha Kawada, to see who wins the Champion Carnival. We're also going to have I believe it's going to be a 6-man to build up to Terry Funk and Mitsuharu Misawa, so that should be fun. We'll go through the card in a little bit. Right now we only have 4 matches planned, so we'll see how kind of the rest of the card plays out. As trying to think just kind of what we could do, because, you know, at one hand, if we've made it 20 nights, you know, it'd be nice to kind of build to something in the future, but you know, we don't want to build like the Hayabusa Ultimate Dragon match because I don't want somebody getting hurt and stuff like that. Kind of really, that's the main focus. But we will do a Johnny Smith Steven Regal match against the British Combat, or is the so that was night 1. So to do that rematch here, I think that makes sense. And I think it makes sense that have the Gladiator get a huge win here, because he's going to beat Regal. We've traded a lot of big wins. As for the rest of the card, I think of the Malenkos match. It's always a swell idea. Yeah, we'll go with Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. It's always nice to have a Fantastics Malenko Brothers matchup. We did do this night 15, though, so maybe not. Maybe not. But we can do it, Eddie Gilbert. And, trying to think who could be a great partner for Gilbert. Actually, let's do Johnny Ace and Candido. Yeah. This is at least, you know, a more fresher match. So we've had, they're split 1-1 as far as in the tag matches. So it'd be nice to see a Malenko Brothers win here. Could even give Candido a win, though, over Joe. I kind of want to do that more. We'll do that, because I think they're going to be the better team. Johnny Ace and Chris Candido. We'll see. We shall see. Kind of want to see also a Firecat Jinsei Shinzaki teaming. As, see what we got for them as far as a junior kind of team to face. Might be the Fantastics is what we're going to get with this one. Get a win for Jackie here. And then we'll have 2 singles matches on the undercard. So we'll have Nagata take on Shinichi Nagata. Why not? Shinichi gonna get the win there. And then we'll have Kabuki put somebody over. A lot of guys could use it, you know. Kind of want to give it to Jun Akiyama, honestly. I think we will. Uncle June getting a win. Sure, he's a young lion. Who fucking cares? Gotta cut some time. Cut some off this. Perfect. Alrighty. It's Jun Akiyama beating the Great Kabuki. Well, at least the crowd didn't, like, destroy on it. I mean, it was... They didn't like it, but they didn't thoroughly complain about it. That's not a bad job for our opener to be in the 50s. Says, yeah, this did a 32. Had a feeling that was not going to be enough, popularity-wise. 60, though, for this one. Firecat and Jinsei Shinzaki doing pretty well. I mean, this is really helping out Jinsei Shinzaki's performance, you know, and building him up. As Jackie Fulton beats him, though, with a fantastic flip. Good little match. 72. Malenko Brothers and the Blonde Crushers. As the Blonde Crushers getting the win. It's Candido beating Joe Malenko. Yeah, I mean, he outperformed him. Just obviously Malenko. Dean, you know, specifically was tremendous. And that is the Gladiator Titans beating the British Combat Club as the Gladiator getting the win over Steven Regal. Pretty close. I mean, he was close to him, but obviously Big Titan was a little bit farther away than Awesome was. 86 for Taue and Kobashi. It's Kobashi with the Brainbuster there in 26 minutes. Doc and Funk. Doc gets the win in 26 with a backdrop driver. And then our main event at 89, Doug Furnace losing to Toshiaki Kawada, the Kawada driver. Toshiaki Kawada has submitted his ticket into the finals against Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen awaits him. That'll be the 3rd straight finals for Stan Hansen. He won the year before the mod started in 91, or rather 92. Actually, it was actually you know, before we did our first one, rather. Then 93, of course, we had Masawa win. So for 94, either Stan Hansen is going to avenge his last year's loss and be a 2-time Champion Carnival winner, or Toshiaki Kawada for the first time win the Champion Carnival and set sail to take on Mitsuha Masawa. Either way, he's got a shot against Masawa lined up, so he's really got no pressure. He's just eyeing the glory of being the Champion Carnival winner. We shall see how it all plays out, as I would like to go through the card, but really, I think we're just going to run it, you know, and not really go through a whole song and dance. You guys know the main matches, and to kind of save us on time, you know, really is a big thing here, because I think this might get uploaded not Saturday, which sucks, but it is what it is. You know, we're trying to get back into the swing of things, and you know, this is we knew this was going to be a long recording, but even then, you know, booking 21 shows, it's a lot. It's a lot for sure, but we'll get there though. And so we do have a couple of days before, obviously, to get everybody healed up and whatnot for the Champion Carnival, the Grand Champion Carnival night. So we'll see how it all plays out though. Live from the Tokyo Dome, it is the Grand Champion Carnival 1994, the final show of the tour, and to find out who's going to take on Masawa at the Superpower Series. Should be exciting. Should be an exciting one for sure, as we're already at the Tokyo Dome. Already got that lined up, so we'll add our matches that we pre-booked, only 4 of them, but I think they're pretty solid final 4 here, as Stay enhanced. And Tosha Kawada, who will be the man to face Misawa first, and it will be Tosha Kawada. He will be winning the 94 Champion Carnival. I think that's well deserved. I think that is great. And then Ultimo Dragon and Hayabusa. Don't think that will be the co-main, but Hayabusa will be defeating Ultimo Dragon, so that's a huge win for him. I think we're going to have the Spivey with the Blonde Crushers against Holy Demon Army match potentially there. As Spivey's going to beat Fuchi. Just a little teaser before that match. And the Super Generation Army matchup. As we're going to have Misawa, Kobashi, and Kikuchi against Cactus Jack, Terry Funk, the Gladiator. So Kobashi's going to beat the Gladiator there. That should be a fun match. We'll probably add the junior title match between those two. I don't know. Maybe we should have Hayabusa and Ultimo Dragon be the co-main now. Part of me wants to put it as the co-main. But we'll leave it there for now. As far as what I would like to see from this card, I think the big thing is kind of thinking of ahead as far as what we could do with, because obviously we got the All Asia Tag Team titles to think about in the future. We got the Unified Tag Team titles to think about in the future. I know I want to do a Holy Demon Army Headhunters matchup. I believe I've pre-set that for like a Night 9 show. Something along those lines. Maybe that was the Funk title match. Because I want to do the Funk title match before the Kawada match. So just kind of thinking ahead. That's why we're doing a little bit of building before the Funk Misawa match. You're just kind of thinking ahead, really. But as far as what we could do, the Headhunters, as far as, Headhunter B's not here. What the fuck happened there? He's hurt. Oh no. It was probably that damn FMW. Tore his rotator cuff. Oh, his wing. Fuckers. Oh, man. That sucks. Well, hopefully this surgery goes well. Oh, we can't do it today. No, that's great. That is great. Well, Headhunter A is up Shit's Creek without a paddle. We'll have him in a singles, for this match at least. It's Doug Furnace and him will do battle, because of the two guys that have their injured partners. Doug Furnace will get the win. Unbelievable. We just have terrible luck with injuries. That's also, a lot of our injuries do come in the fact of having guys that are not written exclusive to us, which we should definitely change with the Headhunters, for sure. Every time that happens with an injury, it's like, oh shit, we should probably have them exclusive. Happened with Terry Funk, it's gonna happen with the Headhunters now, just fucking sucks. I do want to see a Firecat Jinsei Shinzaki opener. And we'll have an Eddie Guerrero Super Astro team on the other side there. As, yeah, we'll give it like 13. We'll have Eddie beat Jinsei Shinzaki. Oh. Decisive. So that'll probably be the opener. So we'll need a Steal the Show match. I am thinking of having the Malenkos with Dory. So we probably just have, as far as the Miracle Vines Alliance, we do have all the Miracle Vines Alliance guys. Could do something with that. That would be nice. I think we're going to have them take on the British Combat Club, actually. So we'll probably just send, as far as for the Malenkos, that's a good question. So we do have Eddie Gilbert to use, as far as, we might do Gilbert with George Takano and Shinichi Nakano. It's not a bad idea. That'll be the Steal the Show match. It should be a pretty good match. As we'll have Dean get the win over Shinichi Nakano. Yeah, but I mean, this 6-man of Miracle Violence Alliance against the British Combat Club, it's a really good match. I am very happy with it. I mean, we used a good bit of our roster, though. Obviously, a lot of them's hurt, but I do think we used a good majority. As well have Albright beat Smiley. Norman's kind of won a good bit. Be nice to turn that down just a smidgen. Give him... I would probably give him a little bit more time, actually. Give him 20, just for the fuck of it. They will go on after the Furnace Headhunter match, I think. There are pre-show matches. Go with a couple single matches. So I have Akiyama in the first one. He will be beating Yuji Nagata. I love this match. That should be fun. Jun Akiyama gonna get the win. Oh, we might go with a tag, actually, for the second one. We'll go with, No Fear. Against, I could go with Billy Black and Deaton. We could go with, one of the Fantastic teams. Could go with even another Young Lion team. Could go with a Masato Tanaka teaming, with either, like, Hosaka or something. I kind of like that. We did the kind of the 6-man, but yeah, I think this will be fun. Hideki Ozaka over Takayama, and that's the show. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. And of course, there's got to be something though right at the end. Change the ref, change the road agent. There we go. Final show. There we go. A 48 for Hideki Ozaka, Masato Tanaka against No Fear. It's the Building Bomb. Yeah, I mean, Takeo Mori's getting a lot better for sure. He almost outperformed Ozaka, so that's a great sign. 48 again, Jun Akiyama and Yuji Nagata. Blue Thunder Bomb, 932. So 54 for the opener. Firecat and Jinsei Shinzaki. Super Astro and Eddie Guerrero have 0 chemistry, plus Eddie was really off his game, so that's great. As Eddie Guerrero tapping out Jinsei Shinzaki with a gory special. Eddie almost got outperformed by Jinsei Shinzaki thanks to that. 76, though, for the 6-man of Malenko Brothers with Dory Funk Jr. against Eddie Gilbert, George Takano, Shinichi Takano. Dean Malenko tapping out Shinichi Takano. 88 for Dean Malenko. That's incredible. He's so good. An 81 for Doug Furnace. And head on our A as Doug Furnace with the Frankensteiner in 20 minutes. Man, that sucks about that torn rotator cuff. Is a 93 for the 6-man. American Violence Alliance and the British Combat Club is Albright, Pin and Norman. Belly-to-belly suplex. I mean, yeah, Doc with a 93, 85 for Albright, 81 for Johnny Smith. Shout out Johnny Smith, man. He probably should have been in this Champion Carnival, being honest. He's been tremendous. Yeah, he's someone I'd love to get involved in the Champion Carnival. That's great. 94 for Super Generation Army and the Gladiator with Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. It's Kobashi the Brainbuster, Masao with a 98, 94 for Kobashi, 89 for Terry, 80 for Cactus, you know, with the injury being healed up. Kikuchi with an 83, too. I mean, it's Kikuchi bringing it. This is awesome. Just Mike Awesome was the kind of the really weak link there. So 94 for Ultimo Dragon and Hayabusa. Sick. You know, I'm glad that match delivered. We gave it a big opportunity. It delivered. Thanks to Ultimo Dragon for the most part. But man, still, also, shout out, you know, Hayabusa, though, 77. Great match, though. Oof, that went off a cliff. We were riding the wave, but that's okay. This is a nice little cool-down match, we'll call it. As Spivey beating Fuchi with the Spivey Spike. Yeah, he was the best, you know, as far as... He wasn't even the best guy on his team, weirdly enough. Johnny Ace was. I mean, Taue, tremendous. Fuchi, great. Ogawa's great. Yeah, the wrong team won there. But since they won, obviously, you know, we had to have Kawada beat Hansen, which they, you know, he did, and It's a great match. It sucks that it kind of fell apart, though, at the same time, compared to some of the matches we had seen on this same show. Kosuke Taguchi was weak. Commentary needed to be better. All around, though, I mean, I'm still proud of the show. I think it delivered what it wanted to do. We were riding that wave, and that co-main fucking hit a iron wall, and we couldn't get back from it. But awesome to see the junior title match doing the best on the card. I'm shocked. They did well. It just we got fucked over by our commentary team, which is weird because those matches didn't get nicked for it, but it was the main that got nicked for it. So, what sense does that make, people? You tell me. Yeah, I mean, definitely give love to Ultimo Dragon. Masawa for his match, and hey, Tosha Kawada's gonna get a hug. Stone face Kawada, as I give him a hug, he's just like, get the fuck off me. So yeah, it's tremendous though. Hell of a tour. Sucks about Headhunter B though, because they were gonna get a title match against the Miracle Violence Alliance, or not against the Miracle Violence Alliance, against the Holy Demon Army. Not anymore though, unless somehow that injury, that torn rotator cuff surgery goes insanely well and cuts off months and months of time off, but that just fucking sucks though. Great show though. Great show, great end to it, and on to the Superpower series. Excited to see where we go from here, as yeah, we'll give it our damnedest. Takayama will be gone, he'll be doing his MMA fight and he'll be recovering from that. But yeah, I think we'll be in a great position here. I think it's time to bring in some new blood, maybe, potentially there. After the long tour, almost around 50 guys now. Obviously, we'd probably be a little bit more, but guys are hurt right now. But thank you all for watching. Sorry for the delay again. I'm trying to get back to the swing of it. I'm sure we will next week as, yeah, on to the Superpower Series tour next episode, and we'll catch you guys there. Take care, everyone.